I woke up extremely happy today. Why, you might ask? Because as you see by the title,
I didn't ask.
because you see by the title, we are here to do part 2 of our NFL power rankings. Post midseason, after week 10, we are here to rank every single team in the NFL, 1 through 32. It makes me especially happy because as you see by Donovan, he has this jersey on. And what I feel real good about is the fact that there's no chance that I would put the Eagles at 1 this time. We don't have to give it to him. We're putting somebody else at the top today. We will see who. It's a good day.
Go ahead, do that. That's fine.
It's a good day.
We don't care.
You got it, man. You got it. I can't even argue with you today.
Oh, I can. I got a lot of me today.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing on this.
Like I said, power ranking every single NFL team, part 2. We did this after week 4. Now after week 10, we'll do it one more time at the end of the season. Let's get right into these rankings. Before we get into these power rankings, the main topic of this episode, we have some news to react to. Brian Daboll has officially been fired after not one, but 2 of his swaggy white boys that was leading his young team went down with an injury. He is out the door, no longer employed. What was y'all's first reaction to seeing this?
Damn, another white has fallen.
Damn.
Oh, man. Another cool white out the door. Damn, bro.
But I don't know about cool. I don't know how cool you think Brian Daboll is, but once again, the white culture that was propping up the New York Giants, it's over with.
Yeah.
That's done.
End of an era. A quick, brief era that was electric.
Nice cool 6 games.
Yeah, and I lead with that because it feels like, obviously there's a lot going into this firing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a disappointing tenure. They haven't been good. So on the surface, coach of bad team gets fired. Not super surprising, but it's a little bit unique because they found a franchise quarterback that apparently Daboll handpicked. He was the guy that just pined for him in the draft process. He wanted to pick a number 3 overall, didn't win that war, but ended up convincing his GM to trade up into the first round to get him. And that pick seemingly hit that he was seemingly damn near 100% responsible for. Players playing well. Normally you see a coach that is struggling over the years have that type of like safe way out. They get to keep their job because that type of quarterback is in the door. You don't see them get fired very often. Until you see a coach like this put him in harm's way over and over and over again, and that quarterback gets hurt, seemingly by decisions made by him and him alone.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest part in all this because even now, I don't know if we fully know if Brian Daboll is like a good NFL coach. If he's like a top 12 NFL coach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the case because he got there and you can look at his resume and you have a season where you made the playoffs, won a playoff game with Daniel Jones as your quarterback. That's a massive stamp for anybody.
Yes.
And then you have these last couple of years and now this year where, like you said, most people would get the year and be able to go into next year and say, okay, now we're going to build on a couple of things, right? We lost the first couple games of the year because we were forced to start Russ because we kind of had that agreement whenever we signed him, yada, yada, yada. Right now, the biggest thing is you went out in terribly sad fashion in blowing a game against the Bears that you should have won. And Jackson Dart, for like the 4th time, was evaluated for a concussion in 6 games because the focal point of your offense is, yeah, we're going to run this dude and we're going to run, quarterback run plays, even though that him and your former running back have no awareness as to how to take care of themselves. And so now you're just gone.
Yep.
And I can understand the frustration and also how they're handling these situations and just continue. You have someone who has bad habits in Jackson Dart and also Cam Skydabo, and you're continuing to let him fall into those bad habits. Of course, got to hold themselves to accountable to their own degree. But I think seeing all the losses add up and how they've been adding up and how many blown simple calls that's been made throughout the last few weeks. Just a couple weeks ago, I think they faced off against the Broncos, and they blew the craziest lead, one of the craziest leads damn near in NFL history, bro.
Yeah, it was the craziest fourth quarter comeback we've ever seen.
And that's on your hands. All those other things add up, and it's hard for me to find a case for New York Giants fans and fans all around to see why he should stand.
Yeah, it's at the very least understandable, right? There's no world where Brian Daboll got hoed. You feel like he deserved a better chance. It's clearly understandable, even if you are someone who believes that Daboll is a genius offensive mind that did develop Josh Allen, could develop Jackson Dart, all that going forward. Like, if you want to tell yourself that he could have had a successful route forward if he's given the chance, fair. But even you understand that it makes sense why he got fired.
Yeah.
Everything he did this year was coaching for his job. And I think those decisions added up. It was not his fault that Cam broke his ankle in half. Not inherently his fault that Jackson Dart got a concussion or Jackson Dart refused to slide. But he called QB power a whole lot. He gave a whole lot of carries to Cam Scatterbo. And he did a lot of type of decisions. I know people keep talking about this field goal that he kicked on 4th and goal at the 1 inch yard line that everybody wanted him to go for it. There was several decisions like that in this game where he wasn't going for it when it would have made sense to, for reasons, whatever you want. There's many reasons to say he should have done that. But it seemed like he was going for the safe route to get the easy points, coaching for his job, because he knows every single decision he makes will, kind of was in front of him in the unemployment line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's fair. Ultimately, like, and I understand wanting to go for it, and it makes sense, especially in hindsight. Like, oh yeah, you probably should have went for it. You're going up 2 scores in the 4th quarter, and obviously going up 2 touchdowns is different than going up a touchdown and a field goal. But 10 minutes left. Your defense has been hooping all day. The Bears haven't been able to do anything consistently on offense all day. You should be able to feel comfortable with a 10-point lead with 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And this is also before Jackson Dart goes out and before Russell Wilson comes in. So I'm kind of okay with all of that. I just think that, like, for Daboll, like, and the decision makes sense. And I think overall and big picture, I've seen a lot of people talk about, like, this idea, and I'm really started. I think I'm, like, on this wave, and I'm really starting to feel like this. If you know that you are going to draft a quarterback in the 1st round, you fire your coach the year before and you get a new coach. Okay. And you bring in the head coach and the quarterback at the same time. Because how many times have we seen you have a quarterback, or you have a coach coaching for his job, and then you draft a quarterback and it's like, okay, well, now we're going to give him a new chance. Year 1 happens. It doesn't go as promising as we think it is. And then we go into the offseason, and now we're talking about, like, oh, this guy, he ruined the quarterback, right? He put him in such a bad position. And now we're starting this cycle of dysfunction where you already have a long list of coaches. It happened with Caleb Williams. It happened with Trevor Lawrence. It happened with Bryce Young. It's happening right now with Jackson Dart. There's plenty of quarterbacks around the league that this has happened to. And so I think from a team building perspective, if you think that, like, this next guy is going to be the guy, that's cool. But for other teams, if you know that you're picking a quarterback or that you're going to be looking for one, just bring in a new coach right now. And let's start from ground zero the moment we are going for a quarterback.
What if you have a good coach? What if you like your
who?
coach?
Like who?
Like who would Daboll? Apparently, they didn't have an issue with him. Like, I that's not the best.
Well,
example.
they were already like there was already the idea of, like, Joe Shane and Daboll coaching for their jobs coming into this year. And so I'm saying, if you haven't overly proven yourself, right?
So what if it's on the line? Like, what if
fire him?
What if the Steelers are drafting quarterback this year because Aaron Rodgers retires? Should they fire Mike Tomlin?
They've also had conversations of, hey, is it time for Mike Tomlin to go?
True,
like, that's also another,
fire everybody. Fuck
that's also another thing where it's not egregious. I'm not saying like for the Packers a couple years ago, they were drafting Jordan Love prematurely because they knew, okay, Aaron Rodgers is on the way out. We're gonna sit and groom this guy to be the heir apparent. That's different than, hey, we just had the number 1 pick in the draft. The coach that led us to the number 1 pick is also going to get the opportunity to coach this number 1 pick. I don't know if I, like, really love that. And I feel like the more and more we start seeing this, the more I'm starting to think about, like, okay, maybe we should just, like, start clean every single time.
That's the funniest way to frame it. That, like, yeah, you earned the number 1 pick, and now you earn the right to coach our quarterback. Hell no, buddy.
I think I'm on the complete opposite side of that. I feel like someone like Daboll, who probably should have, I don't think he should have been given a better chance or more fair of a shot, should have kept his job necessarily, because he couldn't even he's terrible when it comes to game management, just doing the simple things to lead your team to at least, like, a solid win. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't be, what are they, 2-7 now? That shouldn't be the case at all.
Yeah, there's also a lot of rumblings. There was lots of unsourced tweets and unsourced with name reports about the locker room issues brewing in there.
Mhm.
He didn't have the owner and the team on his side.
Yeah.
It sounded like there were some locker room issues. We got this one was funny that apparently we have a quote from a Giants player saying, "We need a coach who comes in here and doesn't care about what people on the outside think." He added that Daboll was always worried about what everyone else was thinking about his program.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I don't disagree with you because of someone like him, but I'm sure there's other coaches that you can draw an example out of who come into the system, they have a quarterback finally for the first time or whatever. Their whole team, just like Daboll, blows up in front of their face, whether it be through injuries or someone just completely falls off and they don't meet up to a certain level of expectation. Situations like that, I feel like the NBA is so quick trigger to just let someone go, and there's no such thing as development. At least that's what I've been witnessing over the last few over this year. There's no such thing as that anymore.
Yeah.
Whether it be quarterback or a receiver, not receivers necessarily, but quarterbacks and the head coaches. Shortest leases of all time.
Yeah, and I think it's the game management stuff is very, very clear where things happen on a week-to-week basis and certain instances stand out. And whenever your team sucks, that's the one thing that you can legitimately point to and say, like, you are in control of this. Like, yes, you may not have picked the entire roster. Yes, you are trying to coach bums up to a certain level. Weird things happen. But you should know when to call a timeout, or you should know when to run a certain play so that you can save timeouts or force another team to burn theirs and do this and that or whatever. So whenever that stuff is not on point, those are the clear signs that, hey, you may not be like the top, like, smartest head coach.
Who's he going to be the OC for next year? Do you feel like the Bills OC is going to get a head coaching job? He's going back there, going back home?
No, he can't go back there.
Why not?
I think since they moved, well, he got a job, so it wasn't like a firing. But like, I think this new era of Josh Allen is right where you really need him to be at. Maybe you don't love the turnovers. I don't know. Would Green Bay ever hire him? Like, if LaFleur decided to give up play calling duties, would you think he's a Daboll guy?
I have no clue what a Daboll guy is. I have no idea. I have no clue who would mesh with him. What I do know is that Greg Roman, count your days. You better be careful the rest of the season, because I know a team that could use an inventive play caller that knows how to maximize a quarterback with some wheels. I know a team that would be great for you.
Oh, Justin Herbert would lead the league in quarterback rushes.
It would be great. But listen, Greg Roman's doing well for now. You better continue to do well, because I got my eye on you.
Yeah, that's funny.
But okay, we can end the Daboll conversation there. We'll see what happens with that. Who's going to be the coach of that team going forward? Should be interesting with the Jackson Dart element and if he is their franchise or not, where they're going to go with that in the draft. Now, let's get to the main topic of this episode. Let's power rank every single team in the NFL. I'm not going to lie to you. We talked about it before we started. The bottom 10, we're breezing through this shit. There's a lot of teams in despair this year. I think more than usual. There's always a lot of teams towards the bottom that are like, by halfway point of the year, they're kind of cooked. There's like 12 this year that I feel like don't have any playoff relevance right now.
Yeah, it's sad. There's so many. It's not like this every year.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, kind of. But it feels, maybe just because we knew pretty early in the season, by week 5, there's like a handful of teams you're like, they have no chance.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a big lower class in the NFL this season.
Yeah. Normally I feel like there's like 3 teams that are legitimately fighting for the number 1 overall pick. Right now, there's a lot of teams that are like 1 game away. We're going to get a lot of stupid games in week 16, 17, and 18 that are probably going to swing the number 1 overall pick. So
there's 12 teams that are fighting for a top 5 pick right now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get straight into it. Starting from the bottom, revealing layer by layer, blocks of, I think, 5 until we get to the top. Let's start off with 32 through 17. So we're doing the bottom 6. Do not debate me about any of this. 32, I have the Titans. 31, it's not pulled up. 31, I have the Browns. 30, I have the Jets. 29, the Raiders. 28, the Giants. And 27, the Saints. This is obviously the bottom 6, I think. I don't think there's much debate on them, but order we can quibble with a little bit.
Okay. Yes, order.
The Browns 31.
Honestly, we should just put all of our top 5s.
Who you got?
Yeah, so I have the Titans at 32, Giants at 31, Raiders at 30, Commanders at 29, Saints at 28, Browns at 27.
Okay.
Browns at 27. Okay.
Yeah. So I got the Titans at 32, Jets at 31, Commanders 30, 29 Raiders, 28 Saints, and 27 Bengals.
Yeah.
I'm right with you.
You have the Browns above 27? Have
Not
y'all
that,
seen,
not that much higher.
have
Not that
y'all
much
seen
higher.
Dylan Gabriel play football?
No, I understand that, but understand.
It's almost time.
Help is on the way. Help is on the way. You have. It may not be an ace up your sleeve. You might have, a calm queen, right? A nice little face card. It's not an ace, but it's whatever. However, the Giants and the Titans, you have both fired your coaches. If you have fired your coach in season, bottom of the list.
Okay.
That is what you're at. Raiders and Commanders, I think you're about to fire your coach. Bottom of the list. And then you have the Saints, and then you have the Browns. Like that's where my bottom four goes to.
Okay. Yeah. The funniest part was what am I going to do with the Jets? They just won a game. I was like,
That doesn't mean
They
nothing.
just be there.
I was like, I think it's only right for these type of power rankings to do some recency bias, pay respect to what we saw lately with it being an ever evolving power rankings, not necessarily a like projection towards the future, So I was like, I'm gonna do recency bias for this week. And the Jets, you just won a game. You cannot be bottom two. Congratulations.
Yeah, I feel that. And I think there's a couple teams in here where their overall standing was kind of hard, but I know they have to be over another team.
Yeah.
And so because the Jets did just beat the Browns, I said, I don't really care if they're in the bottom two or maybe at the top of this bottom tier. The Jets have to be above the Browns in a certain area. So Browns are at 27. Spoiler alert, Jets are very close next to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I'm just overly mean then, I guess. Other than the Jets and the Browns, I guess what's interesting for you, Isaac, is seeing how you don't have the Commanders as like one of the worst teams in the league when they won. I think they lost like the last 5 games in a row, whatever. Got their backs blown on multiple occasions in embarrassing fashion. I don't know how often this happens in the NFL, but Dan Quinn just told everyone that he is taking over as defensive coordinator, which is hilarious. So it's like, how do you not see them at the bottom?
I mean, they're like next. All these teams are terrible. I think this is like an 8-team tier. This is a 12-team tier, like I told you.
Yeah.
So I don't think any higher the Commanders than you do.
Yeah.
At all, really. Like I don't have a reason why, really.
Okay.
Yeah, the Commanders are truly deplorable, and I think that this is very, very, very recent. You have Jaden Daniels, who's hurt, that you've already have reports of like, hey, listen, it's not completely over. Like he's not gonna, he can potentially come back. Jaden Daniels should not play another snap of football this entire season. You have given up 40 plus points, or you've been down 28-0. You gave up 40 points. You are getting destroyed every single week on defense that you go out there. You look terrible. They are so bad.
They're
right
horrible.
now.
And I remember early season, after last year, you make a run to the conference championship. Naturally, people are going to be hopeful for your season. You have a top 10 quarterback after his rookie year. There's naturally reasons to be optimistic that you'll have linear growth and get even better. That shit was never going to happen.
But what's linear? But that's
never
the
going to
thing.
happen.
And I think that's the stupidest part to anybody who thought that it was going to be linear. What's linear from making the NFC Championship?
Exactly. Yeah.
Making the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, that was never
not
going
necessarily
to
linear results, but just like, they kind of overachieved in that year, but like prove that you can continue to stay on that level by not overachieving. We were not high on them at all. We did our top 10 contenders rankings that year. I mean, that month before the season started. And when we ranked them, they were like on the graphic, but when we got towards like 9 to 10, they were like getting in the convo, and I kept saying, hell nah, they're not touching top 10. They're only here because people are going to want to hear us mention them. There's no world they're top 10 into me. And people were mad about that. It's gone. This is the worst case scenario.
We were right.
But yeah, Raiders, tough, sucks. They're one of the worst teams in the league. They will fire Chip Kelly. I won't be shocked if they fire Pete Carroll. That's going nowhere fast. Geno Smith, a hilarious game last week where he got hurt and tried to come out and just completely sabotage the offense because he knows if he gets benched, he's cooked because he's 35 and not good anymore. So he went out there and tried to fight for his life to the detriment of the team. It was a ridiculous thing to allow him to even step on that fucking field. I wanted to put them at 32 because of that. That really, really annoyed me. Everything about the Raiders is over.
I mean, they still had a chance because Bo Nix was out here saying like, listen, I feel bad for you, right? I want you to still play.
Kenny Pickett would have had a better chance than Geno Smith not being able to move.
I don't know.
Geno Smith could not move. He couldn't throw the ball.
I don't know. Kenny Pickett's one of the worst.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We have to throw straights. But yes, this bottom 6 is very.
Shout out to the Saints though.
It's very legit. No shout outs. They suck too.
Dude,
Don't shout out to any of these teams.
Dude, Tyler Show looked actually decent.
Oh, yeah.
They led him
Tyler
to
Show
a win
looks
for the
alright.
first time in 40. He was the first Saints QB to lead him to win in 40, 50
Well,
years or
guess
something
what?
crazy like that.
Now
He didn't look bad.
I'm gonna. You just can't win because now I'm gonna look at the Saints and now I'm gonna be like, you had this guy all along. You should have. You invested a second
Oh
round
my
pick in him.
gosh.
You should have started him from day one.
What does it matter? He's here now.
Yeah.
Exactly. He should have been playing.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that game a little more because I want to talk about the other team on the losing side of that. That was much more important to me than the Saints winning. Shout out them getting a victory with the young quarterback is always good to see. We will talk about the losers of that game at length because they pissed me off.
And now we're going to take a quick break from the Yap session to bring you this message sponsored by Raycon. Black Friday is around the corner and Raycon audio products are up to 30% off site-wide. From everyday essentials to the latest releases, now is the perfect time to either upgrade your sound or get ahead on your gifting. These early deals won't last long, so shop now before they're all gone. Just click the link in the description and go to buyraycon.com/housecallopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. I listen to music all day, every day, and the Raycon Essential Open Earbuds make sure that my ears are super comfortable and that nothing is ever going to fall out of my ears. I can shake my head like this and nothing is ever going to fall out. So I don't have to worry about my ears itching. I don't have to worry about my ears being uncomfortable from wearing over-the-ear headphones for long periods of time. So it's the perfect balance for me whenever I'm trying to prioritize comfort in whatever activity that I'm doing. Just click the link in the description and go to buyraycon.com/housecallopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. And now back to the app session.
But that's the bottom six. Let's get straight into the next tier. 26 to 21. Donovan, who you got?
26, I have the Jets. 25, I have the Dolphins. 24, I have the Falcons. 23, I have the Cardinals. 22, I have the Panthers. And 21, I have the Vikings.
Okay. Some surprising teams here that we not surprising for your rankings, but that we didn't expect to be here coming into the season, or they're way lower than they were when we did this in week 4.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly the Falcons. What a
Yeah.
fall off from hell for a team that started off incredibly strong, completely nuked the Vikings offense on prime time. I think that was week 2.
Yeah, week 2 or 3.
Yeah, they destroyed JJ McCarthy after he came off that fourth quarter victory in week 1, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Week 2, they decimate them. We're talking about the Falcons defense being legit. Their defensive front is incredible. The linebacker additions they made in free agency are working. The draft picks they did in the draft with Walker and Pierce looking good to start. They have a great stacked secondary with Xavier Watts coming in fast. The defense has fallen off, and the offense is, I think we can call it a disaster given the amount of star power on that team and the fact they have a first-round pick at quarterback, highly paid receiver, or highly touted receiver 1, highly touted running back 1, first-round pick tight end. Everything, they kept their core together after last year because they expected that young core to be able to grow together without any major additions.
It hasn't.
It's been worse than we really could have ever imagined.
Yeah, and then what's even worse too about this whole scenario is thinking about their first round pick situation that's in the hands of the LA
Yes.
Rams, and it's projected to be like a, I don't know, top 9
The ninth
pick or
pick
something
right
like
now.
that, which is crazy. There's really nothing to go ahead and keep your head held high when talking about the Falcons. I think the last time we did our first power rankings, we had them maybe just a smidge above this section. They're probably like 20, 21. And to see them fall this low, quite disappointing. It feels like this is disappointing because of, it feels like they're like handcuffing themselves time in and time out, along with defense, of course, like this tailing off toward these
They're
last few
20th
games.
in EPA per pass and 20th in EPA per rush.
Which doesn't.
Actually, my bad. 25th in EPA per pass, 20th in
Yeah.
rush.
Yeah.
They are a
that
bad
doesn't make
offense
sense.
in every regard.
Mhm.
Everything that we feared about Michael Penix and where he could be going in his development as a limited quarterback that was going to have to really succeed off of his strengths with his arm power, a deep ball in theory, and just being able to gun it into tight hole shots against zone. None of that has really worked, and we've seen all the downsides where he doesn't throw the ball deep over the middle of the field whatsoever. He isn't really athletic to have any type of scrambling game. He isn't a quick reader of the field in a quick game. There's no identifiable strength of Michael Penix, and it's made their offense incredibly predictable, incredibly one-note. The way they have this hilarious tell in 2025 that when they're in pistol, they're going to run is comical. It's so easy to key on what they're going to do. And the fact that they have maybe the best running back duo in the league doesn't mean jack shit because their entire infrastructure is flawed.
It's gonna be so funny. But like one, Raheem Morris, hey man, thank you for your service. We will have somebody take all of your belongings to your car,
Yes.
right? It's going to be okay.
Dude.
We'll talk about pensions. We'll talk about buyouts, all of that, right? But thank you for everything that you have done for this franchise, because you are not going to do much more for it.
Mhm.
That's honestly how I feel at this
Yeah.
point.
To have the nastiest stats for you, I'm going to lob it back to you.
Please.
The Atlanta Falcons, over the last 3 games, on third downs, they've gone 3 for 29. 3
What?
for 29.
I didn't even see that. That's how
That is the worst conversion over the last like 15 to 20 years. Disgusting numbers.
And like, again, we've learned you can never write off a year 2 quarterback too quickly. This guy's 25. This is an old quarterback that the point of drafting a guy like him or a guy like Bo Nix is to be a day one contributor. We saw that with Jaden Daniels was an old quarterback, and he came in and he was an all-pro type of quarterback in year 1. It's not asking too much for them to be competent starters year 1 when you're coming in with that much experience in college. That's part of your appeal. The fact you went so high is because you're not expected to need development years. Otherwise, they would do the same thing NBA teams do, where you have the kind of curve of development, right?
Yeah.
You being good right away is supposed to mitigate that. So I don't have a whole lot of reason to be optimistic that Michael Penix is a good quarterback. And that's kind of the story of the season to me, because they have plenty of defensive talent. I think next year, if they do get a new coach, and we'll see what happens with the quarterback situation,
They'll keep Penix
for at least one more year.
Yeah. This is his first full year starting. You took him in the top 10.
Yeah.
He's going to get another year
For sure.
to start, but the leash is not going to be long.
And there will be a backup option that is playable, that is not Kirk Cousins. That will be, I guarantee you, they will have a competent backup, whether it's a late round pick or a veteran that can come in and, it can be our Jacoby Brissett or whatever. There will be another option there. And I think we know this team has the top end talent is there. They need one more draft to round it out and have a healthy offensive line going into the season that doesn't lose one of the key stars before the season starts. So there's reason to be somewhat optimistic about what they can be next year. But this year, I think it's a completely cooked product.
Yeah, it's over. It's done.
Cardinals, fresh off of... Oh, let's move to the next one. Mo, who you got?
26, I got the Browns. 25, Giants. 24, Falcons. 23, Dolphins. 22, Cardinals. And 21, Cowboys.
Okay, Cardinals. Both of us, all of us, including me, I'll spoil my list, have them in this tier. This is a team that we were pretty hopeful, I think, coming into the season. We didn't put them last in the division. We were saying this is a sneaky team that back half of last year, we saw their defense have some moments underneath Gannon. They really brought it together, and they invest their first-round pick in a defensive tackle. That should give them some pass rushing juice. He's a chaotic, disruptive player in Walter Nolan. And the second-round pick was Will Johnson, who was expected to be a very good corner right away, and has proven that. He's been their cornerback one in a way that is sustainable. We thought their defense would be a strength of this team, and offensively we said, surely it'll get better in year 2 with Kyler and Marv. It has to get better. They're kind of like the Falcons. They didn't really put any other assets into the offense because they assumed natural time and progression, making them gel together, would be their avenue for improvements. They had regression, actually. They got worse because their run game disappeared because they lost Clayton Adams to the Cowboys, the guy who made the run offense go, and James Conner got hurt, and Trey Benson got hurt, and they had a bunch of NPCs at running back with no great play caller to design it like they did before in their offensive line coordinator. Everything about their offense is in disarray.
And they saw that and they was like, Jacoby, please save us. and it worked for a second, right? For a quick second.
They got exactly one victory, and they said Kyler Murray kick rocks are done here.
Yeah. And you once again, I think this, they are somewhere in between what they were last week and this week. Because they got Seattle beat the doors off of them.
Yeah.
And that game was over in the first quarter, right? They were down 21-0. They got 2 defensive touchdowns, having it on the same type of play as well. But you can't get as high as what they were because you understand, okay, we're playing the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody's going to look good against their defense, right? Everybody's going to be able to put up some points. And then this week is not good, but you do see the limitations of having Jacoby Brissett. And the issue with them, I think the Cardinals and the Falcons are both super interesting because I think that they are 4 teams that are in these really, really existential crises.
Yes.
Where
existential is a perfect word.
Where you just don't you are trying to figure out if the guy that you are still somewhat invested in cannot forget top 10. Nobody's thinking about Kyler Murray in terms of, can you be a top 10 quarterback? Can you be our Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, Geno Smith? Can you be our guy that you can be a top 14, 13 quarterback, and now we can win games. And now we can be in a situation where we may not be winning because of you, and this whole offense isn't designed around your strengths, but can we mitigate your weaknesses enough to where our defense and our star playmakers can do enough to keep us where, or get us to where we need to go? And they have no idea about that. And actually, I take that back. I think that they do. I think that they know that Kyler Murray is not going to be that.
Oh no,
guy.
they clearly do. So let's make this abundantly clear. He has been benched. He is on IR, and it is fake as hell.
Yeah.
Last week, it was reported that he was available and could have a role. That's the verbiage that was put out by the team. Could have a role.
That's Taysom Hill versus.
And then Jacoby Brissett came out and won the game. And guess who didn't have a motherfucking role?
Who?
Kyler Murray. And then the next week, we hear that they're going to stick with Jacoby Brissett. And suddenly, Kyler Murray's injury is behind on his rehab progression. And he needs to go to IR. What happened was he was getting benched, and his team decided it looks better for us PR-wise to have an injury and go to IR. That way, teams can say he didn't work out there because of an injury, not because they benched their QB1. You don't give QB1s more opportunities more often than not when they get benched for Jacoby Brissett. This was to save face. They've decided that they cannot win with him, that they want to do this under center, run heavy attack that makes their quarterback turn their back to the defense, run play action, and throw balls over the middle, like Jared Goff, like Justin Herbert, like Jacoby Brissett can do. They want to have that game. In the first time they had Brissett full time there, after a couple, I shouldn't say first time. There's a couple losses before that, but in the first good game there, you see Marvin Harrison thrive like he never has with Kyler Murray in terms of amount of targets that went his way. That is no coincidence. Kyler Murray is clearly not a scheme fit, and they have given up.
Yeah. Like, and to add on to what you said about Marvin Harrison Jr., like, he's seen the most targets that he's ever seen in his goddamn life, specifically over these last like 3 games. And it's not coincidence that's happening. That's also happening for someone like Trey McBride, who's balling his ass off,
Putting up wide receiver 1 numbers.
Yes, dude. Over the last 3 games, he had 4 touchdowns. The 3 years prior to that, when he was playing with Kyler Murray, he's only caught 5 touchdowns over the course of 3 years. That's insane. And it clearly goes to show that someone like Kyler Murray, he's literally handicapping your offense. Again, he's someone who visibly has taken handcuffs, put him over his hands, and also tied everyone else up on offense with it as well. That's what it looks like.
This is a chart that has expected half PPR points per game. So using fantasy stats as a fantasy stats creator. So, but it's kind of proportional to productivity.
Yeah.
And their actual PPR points per game on the left axis. So based on their targets and their type of usage, what you'd expect them to do versus what's being actualized in terms of not leaving anything on the table. Trey McBride is in the top far right, way distance from every single other tight end in the NFL from week 6 through 9.
Yeah.
He has been a monster with Jacoby Brissett.
And with this said, like, we're not saying that Jacoby Brissett is the answer.
I'm saying he's not, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. But we just know for sure, absolute Kyler Murray is not.
Yeah.
And I can understand that.
And the type of quarterback isn't that. They know for a lot of these games, you need a guy who can be more fundamental. Kyler Murray has his strengths. He is obviously great sack evader, can make things moving on the field with his legs. And we saw that in this game against the Seahawks. They had 2 strip sacks returned for touchdowns. That's outlandish. It would help if you had a quarterback that can make a guy miss back there, which Jacoby Brissett cannot do. So there's pros and cons. It's not that Kyler Murray is the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
But he's not equipped for this run-heavy scheme. You need a tall quarterback that can execute these play-action plays. Send Kyler to somewhere where he can run more spread like he did for his entirety of his career in high school, college, early NFL offense before this coordinator, where he can do the stuff that we know he can do well and get moving and being able to access the areas of the field that he wants to attack.
He will be a New York Jetson.
New York Jet? Okay.
He will be a Jet.
Okay.
If they don't fire Aaron Glenn this year, yes, we have to go do it.
That's not a bad fit.
Yeah, wherever he goes, they need to put in a scheme that is a spread offense and lets him play like him and don't ask him to be Jared Goff because he can't do it.
Yeah.
Next up, I have Commanders at 26, Cardinals at 25, Dolphins at 24, Bengals at 23, Falcons at 22, Cowboys at 21. So who else are we talking about? Dolphins, they have a victory in the last week.
Oh my gosh.
They're still in this tier. We're not getting too
I
excited.
don't give a damn about that.
You do though, because if they would have lost again, you probably would have put them like 28. You probably would have put them even lower. So we do care a little bit because they elevated to this tier when a few weeks ago they clearly would have been like 29 or something if we did this in week 8. So shout out them, I think Devon A-Chain looks like one of the best running backs in the NFL. Good thing they didn't trade him, or bad thing that a team didn't pony up the pick to get him if they're trying to win. And
I mean, what's the if Brees Hall was going, if the Jets wanted a third for Brees Hall, do you think the Dolphins would have wanted the same thing or more for?
I think it was
for
reported
AJ?
they also wanted a third. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Chiefs fans are mad they didn't get either of them. People were like, do go get A-Chain. Or let's say it's a second. Should the Chiefs have given up a second for A-Chain?
I don't know. That's a bit steep.
Maybe, but I mean, that's like the biggest force multiplier I could imagine. Getting the best speed running back in the NFL by a wide margin right now into the Chiefs offense, it would have been kind of ridiculous. Who could also
I think like for them specifically, second's a lot just because you know that you're gonna have to spend some picks to help this defense out next year as well. So it's
and I don't know that it was actually a second being reported, but just in theory, like
just talking.
Their offense would have been batshit if they got A-Chain. But yeah, shout out A-Chain and Waddle looking very good. Shout out them having a game where they just really take advantage of a Bills defense that can't tackle to save their goddamn lives and can't move sideline to sideline to save their goddamn lives. Good for them.
And shout out to the Bills. For giving that game away and not wanting to win at all. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, and we have the Cowboys here at 21. Me and Mo both. Donovan must have them a little bit higher. Shout out the Cowboys for finding a way to get demoted on their bye week.
He ain't do nothing, man.
Fired on the day off.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other position debates here that you guys are passionate about one of these teams being better than the other? I see you have Vikings and Panthers down this low. That's low for the Panthers. But also, I kind of have to understand it.
They just lost to the Saints.
They did.
They just lost to the Saints. And
I think along with what you said about the Cardinals, about the Cardinals, and then I think you said the Falcons, the Panthers are damn near teetering on that line as well.
Yes, they are another team that is in this crisis. And for them, every week, right, we had another GMT. Right, and it just seems like it happens all the time. Government mandated turnover. For GMT, my bad. So
that's funny.
So you had one of those, and I just like every
21 Savage verse.
every time it happens, I'm not even mad at Bryce anymore. I'm just disappointed. You see the turnover, and it's like, oh damn, man, like
he's not good. It's
we're there and we know it, but it's the number one overall pick in the draft, and you kind of seen them try to put pieces together. And if they had won this game, they could have been in that graphic. They would have been in the hunt, right?
Yeah.
There would have been a way and more than just like a mathematical chance of them making the playoffs. But you drop a game like that, and it's just the up and down nature of this entire team where you can lose a game like this, but you can also go in the same division and you can beat the Falcons 30-0, and you can exist on both planes. And I look at them, and overall, you're sub mid. That's really just what you are. Your ceiling is mid. You're not that good.
They have a good offensive line, and their run game has been revitalized by Rico Dowdle. They can move the ball on the ground. Dave Canales has dropped a great running game this season. It just doesn't matter because their passing game is just so mediocre. Yeah. And there's a lot of reasons why Tet is a true X receiver that needs to be fed in true X ways and doesn't have a great connection right now in terms of consistency and being able to make him win in those ways, partly because he's a rookie and has had some bad rookie drops and like typical rookie stuff you expect. But also, Bryce Young has not, for really a second this season, played at a level that we can feel good about really understanding the ceiling of anything outside of him.
The only time that he's played good is when he's running like a 2-minute drill, but the other 58 minutes, I don't know what's going on.
He's had some good moments in fourth quarters, but like we've been so back and forth on him. We were very, I would say, optimistic coming into the season about Bryce Young, especially you. Yeah. You were a big Bryce Young guy after last season. He had those few games where he really brought it together and saved his career. Not to be dramatic, he saved his career at the end of last season with that good stretch. You were of big faith that he would carry that into this year and just be a good quarterback now. That was it, right? And I was like, okay, cool, let's do that. Let's be happy for him and assume he continues it going forward. By week 4, we were like, fuck, man, it's not happening. And Panthers fans were, I wouldn't say mad at us because they understand what it is, but they were like, you guys are so harsh on him. You're always looking for a reason to bash on Bryce. No, it is at a certain point when you know what you're seeing. And this is a quarterback that does not have the physical traits to be an NFL starting quarterback, I think.
Yeah. And we knew that he was on his last chance. We were more than willing to give him the final chance, where a lot of other people were looking at that stretch last year and saying, guys, that's fake football. It's not going to matter. We were up here. We both had the Panthers like being extremely competitive in the NFC South. Mm-hmm. And it's just not gonna.
Which is funny because we said they'd be the second best team in this division. They still are. The division sucks ass. But we thought they'd be a little closer. Well, actually, no, this is about what we thought. We thought they'd be around 500. They just lost a few games.
But we also thought that it would just feel a little bit better, and it doesn't. It doesn't feel.
We
like
thought
that.
the issue wouldn't be Bryce per se. We thought if it goes poorly, it's because there's some other roster deficiencies. The wide receiver room isn't stacked by any means. Even with Ted McMillan, the secondary we expected to still be a problem. We expected the run defense to not be great. A lot of those things have gotten substantially better outside of Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Such a weird team, man. How can you go from being a team like the Green Bay Packers? I think they also beat they lost to the Bills disgustingly. Yeah, it was the Packers, and then you go ahead and you have somewhat competitive games, and you drop games to the Saints. Like
they're just not good. The inconsistency happens with bad teams. Ugh. Next up, Mo, who do you have from 20 through 16?
20 through 16, too high, by the way. The Panthers, 19. The Jaguars, 18, Texans, 17. I have the Steelers, and 16, I have the Minnesota Vikings. This is a whole interesting tier. I think 18 or maybe 17 through 16 deserve their own tier. Just like you're decent, but you're not the worst team in the league. But everyone knows like you're literally hard capped by things damn near outside of your control.
Yes. Yeah. Now we're getting into the tier teams that aren't utter disasters, but they're not. There will be a clear tier jump in the next one where we get to the teams that really are going to have a playoff push.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about all these teams. Let's reveal ours.
Let's do it.
Donovan.
I have the Bengals at 20, the Cowboys at 19, Steelers at 18, Jaguars at 17, and the Texans at 16.
Wow, I was disgustingly low on the Bengals, man.
Yeah, he's also a little bit high on the Bengals.
The
bit generous.
Literally, the only reason why the Cowboys and Bengals are here, because I don't like the teams in the tier below either, but they can make somebody sweat. Like their offenses are good enough to where on any given day they can go crazy and they can put up 38, they can put up 40, and you do have to be wary about those specific units. And it's just the fact like their defenses are just horrendous, but you have enough to make somebody be like, eh.
Okay, I understand. I like them next to each other.
That's the only reason why.
At 20, I have the Vikings, 19, the Panthers.
Yeah.
18, the Texans, 17, the Jags, and 16, the Steelers. So,
we all know who it is.
Yeah,
right?
This is the mid tier where these teams that are not horrible, but they are certainly not good. The Steelers, 16, 17, 18. We got the little staircase going on here. Just ass. I'm sorry. Like, this is just annoying. Just mid. They just got their backs blown out by the Chargers in a game where Justin Herbert had in his head, clearly he knew in 1.5 seconds that ball has to be out. They were peppering the short area, getting the ball as quickly as possible, doing whatever they can to stay afloat. And they scored just enough points to stay afloat in a normal game. But this wasn't a normal game. The Chargers didn't really have to sweat because the Steelers' offense was abysmal. We are back on Jesse Minter, DPOY type of coordinator because he put on such a masterclass against the Steelers. Suddenly, once again, he's Bill Belichick and needs to be a head coach next year after a few weeks of being disappointing because he put Aaron Rodgers in a torture chamber. Aaron Rodgers looked insanely inconsistent, was just sailing balls under not even that much pressure. The Chargers' defensive line didn't even really impact the game that much, but Aaron Rodgers was still sailing balls, throwing it right to the defender, throwing it behind his receivers, clearly completely uncomfortable in every way. Didn't do a good job of answering the heavy coverage, 3 high safety looks that Jesse Minter does, where he really makes you beat him in the short area. They couldn't do it. DK wasn't super impactful. The 3 tight end, 13 personnel running game didn't get going against a team that is a bad run defense on the Chargers. Everything about their offense was anemic.
I was so disappointed in the Steelers because at this point, watching the Chargers and knowing what their offense is going to be, you feel like you can start off at least with like a 3 to 6 point just cushion, just because you know that their offensive line is not gonna be able to, or you think that the offensive line is not going to be able to hold up for an entire game against any defensive line or front seven that is worth a grain of salt.
And not the most expensive defensive line in the conference at that.
Yeah.
And the fact that like we've seen other teams be able to affect and wreck games against the Chargers in a way that the Steelers were not able to, that was very disheartening for them. They had a couple injuries in the secondary. A bunch of people like were going in and out, and they talked a lot on the broadcast about how much we're moving around Jalen Ramsey and he was playing safety. Now he's back down at the line and this and that. But ultimately, they just aren't good enough.
Yeah.
And this is multiple times this season where they have severely underperformed And we are at the point that we probably knew was going to happen coming into the year, and we're over halfway through. Take that man back behind the shed.
No!
And
the memories.
And you end this now.
The funny thing is, I don't know if you're talking about Tomlin or Rodgers.
Both. I think what's the most embarrassing part of this for the Steelers, specifically like pertaining towards the last game. Well, let me go back. I think overall, when I think about the Steelers, a team that has been dicey, especially their secondary throughout the entirety of the season. Everyone has been clamoring for them to go ahead and trade for a wide receiver too, because there's a clear gap needed. Someone to go ahead and help like DK Metcalf even more than he's already being helped by Aaron Rodgers. This team just doesn't have as much room for error, and for Aaron to have games where he's starting at like the 37 twice and the 46 or 40 twice. He had so many opportunities where he's like, he has a great field advantage, and you're only coming up with like 3 points out of those 4 or 6 drives.
I'm so glad you brought that up. That's
what are we doing?
That's so good, because the same thing happened the week before, where their starting field position was at like the 47-yard line, and they couldn't get anything going.
This team is second lowest in average depth of target. We know their MO. They don't have receivers. They have one. So they're doing tons of multiple tight end personnel, pounding the ball on the ground, and then doing these short passes against these heavy formations. That's been the MO of the best passing offenses in the league this year, is to put multiple tight ends on the field, make defenses load the field with linebackers and defensive linemen, and not run a lot of DBs, and then pass against that, because you're passing from a point of strength, right? That's what they're trying to do as well. Second lowest average depth of target, like I said. Yet they are 22nd in success rate. So they're not pushing the ball down the field, and they're still low in success rate. They're not taking chances. They're not doing difficult passes, for lack of a better word, and they're still not average level success rate on a play-to-play basis. This offense just has no juice, and you have to be perfect for it to happen. You have to have Aaron Rodgers playing perfect football, making no mistakes, layering these passes in, and making sure we get every ounce of value we can from Darnell Washington drags and Jalen Warren screens and Calvin Austin out routes. Just disgusting names in terms of that being your main avenue to attack defenses. They have to be perfect, and since week 4, they have not been perfect very often.
Yet you have them over the Jags and the Texans. Why?
Because those teams also stink. I don't know. Like the Jags have also fallen off. Early in the season, they were at the top of their conference, neck and neck with the Colts, because their defense was performing outrageously. It's a pretty average defense now. A lot of that's fallen off. Their defensive ends have been gotten a lot of attention for being unproductive, and a lot of fans are getting sick and tired of it. And they brought in Greg Newsome. I don't think that's gone particularly well. The ETN show, which was a crazy running game to start the season, has really slowed down. Travis Hunter is now injured, and I don't see any other avenues that's really blowing up on the outside. Shout out Jacoby Myers that is added. Shout out Parker Washington doing everything he can to keep the offense afloat with his good connection with Trevor Lawrence.
He's hooping. They
have been pretty unexplosive still as a passing attack. The rushing attack has really slowed down. They have quickly gone to being an average team, I think.
Yes, I would still take them over the Steelers at this point.
Go for it.
But I do think like they're so like I did believe that like their defensive improvement was real early on. However, they had like 14 turnovers in the first like 4 games. They were absurd when it came to taking the ball away and creating extra possessions. And the fact that they were able to win a lot of those games while they were fighting through these issues with BTJ and trying to figure out where he's going to go, and still doing the Travis Hunter experiment, like that was able to keep them afloat. And you were able to lean on turnovers and ETN, like you said, to really, really get this thing going. At this point, whenever you don't have those two things, now is where you want your $55 million quarterback to keep things afloat. And every single week, you look on the sideline and they pan over to Liam Cohen after a missed throw from Trevor Lawrence, and he looks like the most enraged dude in the world. And it's like he looks like he hates Trevor Lawrence, and I
understand it.
Yeah, I can't get past it anytime that I watch the Jags.
In the last 2 weeks, Travis Etienne has 16 and 22 carries, 38 carries in 2 weeks.
Damn.
3.6 yards per carry, 3.8 yards per carry. Granted, they're playing the Raiders and Texans, who have been 2 good run defenses. That's been the strength of your offense in the first month when you were really going crazy. Travis Etienne was the best player in your offense. That was why you were above average for those first few weeks. Without that, I don't know what to point to anymore.
This team is they're the epitome of mid. It's them and the Steelers. That's why they're like grouped in right in between each other,
Yeah.
and I think the Vikings damn near might be in just a different conversation for their own reasons. But going back to the Jaguars, I just they're so confusing and irritating because you see the glaring flashes. You remember, I think it was a week 4 or 5 or maybe 6 win against the Chiefs. They were riding high. They were like 4-1 or 4-2 or something like that. And now, like, going back to what you said, all their superpower just got like shot out of a fucking cannon. And I think going back to the run game, and some that I just realized too, they need it. I think what this team needs is not they don't need to rebuild or anything like that or retool. I'm not saying like trade Trevor Lawrence or just let go of Trevor Lawrence, which can be a conversation.
He's too expensive.
For sure.
They would love to, but he's too expensive.
Yeah. Build between the fucking lines. I think that's what needs to be like set in stone, because I think that'll help cover up all of the weaknesses that they have on all other ends.
Yeah, they're one draft away. They put a lot of assets into wide receivers in the past 2 drafts in Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. And they need to readdress that offensive line. They need to build that out. That wasn't supposed to be a strength. We know after last year, Harrison didn't have a good year at tackle, and they were hoping that he gets back to his rookie year form. Outside of that, they have a lot of offensive linemen they would love to replace in the coming draft.
Yeah.
And that will be addressed. This team is just closer to being mid and slow in the progression that we expected they'd be in year 1 with Liam Cohen, instead of overachieving like they were in the first month.
Yeah.
Also, you blowing that lead to Davis Mills?
Shout out Davis Mills, walking them down, getting them to 18. I should have put them above the Jags so they beat them.
That's awful. That's one of the worst losses of the year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no more being negative. Let's get on to the next tier. Let's get into the good teams now.
Ooh.
15 ahead the 49ers, who I'd love to put higher, but their defense is just dead, and there's no way for them to get healthy because all those players are gone for the season, so it's tough. 14 and a half, the Chicago Bears. My Shaylas.
I like that.
At 13 and a half, the Bucks. 12 of the Packers, and 11 and a half, the Ravens. I realized I think the Bears are my second favorite team.
Really?
I think
yeah.
we were in New York the other day at the House of Highlights shoot.
Yeah.
Joel asked me, do I have a second favorite team outside the Chargers? And I was like, no, not really. On the NBA show side, I'm kind of a de facto Thunder fan after supporting them. Every Bears game I watch, I'm rooting for them with utmost ferocity. I want this team to be good so bad because of my Caleb Williams stock.
He's been here. He got changed.
Yeah. Maybe because we're in Chicago, I have even more of that now. But like mostly as a Caleb Williams fan, I want this team to be good so bad. Yeah. And I got a victory under my belt this week. He was so clutch.
You're so bought in.
Well, also, first 3 quarters, I was like, damn, man, Caleb is so far away. Yeah. And then he went sicko mode in the 4th quarter and locked in.
Yeah. Honestly, all my stock is bought in, and I can understand why people were in and out of it through all the nasty conversations that were being had last year. But this feels so promising. What Ben Johnson's been able to build out, how Caleb Williams overall had genuine frustrations when it comes to not being able to do the easy stuff while also doing things on the field that only like 3 or 4 other quarterbacks can do when it comes to the insane missiles and explosive plays that he's able to do through evading sacks and pressure from the defense. He's that guy. I wish this guy also had better running back game. I wish he had a decent defense at least, because I think that's what really puts so much pressure on him to succumb all these things and build out an insanely consistently. It's
Caleb
hard.
Williams is the best bad quarterback in the NFL right now. He is on. We always talk about this. Every quarterback that's flawed is like, every fan base is like, we need the Josh Allen career arc. Mm-hmm. I feel so passionate that he is actually on that arc, that he's the first one that actually will make a very similar type of trajectory to Josh Allen. He is so fundamentally flawed in terms of like the traditional quarterback stuff. When you run play action, he turns his back to the defense. So often he doesn't identify the first read on time and doesn't take the easy dig that's there in a Ben Johnson offense that's completely predicated on timing and in and out breaking routes that will be open if you hit the top of your drop and identify where the ball should be. He is really kind of hilariously bad at taking those easy stuff. But the fact that he's a genius, best sack evader in the NFL, insane, ridiculous arm after he evades those sacks, throwing missiles running to his left or his right.
Yeah.
His strengths are so high that we see games like those last 2 drives in this game where he comes up and runs it down their throat twice in a row, scrambles, makes those crazy throws, does just enough, hits a few good shots over the middle where he doesn't miss the easy reads, and clutches up and wins them games. Once it clicks for him, which I'm still just hoping it does, I have no reason to think it will, outside of hope, and hope that it's Josh Allen trajectory. Maybe it's the start of next year, never may be. Once the easy stuff clicks for him, and he doesn't have to enter the game from a point of like hoping the pros outweigh the cons, once it's all baseline and the pros can carry him to being one of the best, he's going to be a ridiculous player if that ever happens.
Yeah, because the fourth quarter stuff that's been going on with the Bears, and also shout out to them because early on in the year that was not the case.
Yeah,
early, and really for the last however long. Like I feel like every time you get into a situation where it's a 7-point game, 3-point game, you need a drive, Bears fans are like, oh well, we lost.
Good game, guys. It was fun.
And they've been winning those games as of late, which is super weird to see. But a lot of that is because of the creativity from Caleb Williams and like the missiles, like you said, some of these throws that he's making.
No one can do this.
And it's not even like being able to get your body to access a specific throw. A lot of times when people are doing that, you're like, obviously you're on the move, you're on a weird platform. You're not getting the power that he's getting, where every throw that he gets is going exactly where he wants to, as fast as he wants to. And it feels like that pass was thrown from a regular platform.
Yes.
In training.
And we should mention, in this game, he had 6 drops from his receivers, the most in any game from any quarterback ever. I mean, this season, not ever.
Now, that's a blessing and a curse because he does be throwing these balls hard as hell. He's throwing fastballs nonstop. Eventually, the receivers are like gonna have to get used to that. Obviously, he might have to dial back, whatever. But like I do think that'll get fixed. And another thing to mention in this last game, I promise you, the moment they showed the camera on him and they say he's going in, I bet the Bears to win. The Giants were up by 10 whenever Russ came in. I said, yeah, they're losing this game.
So, and Luther Burden is making more and more plays. As soon as they give him the starting job over Zacchaeus and ship him into the sun, I think this offense is going to go far. They've already revitalized their running game after the bye week. DeAndre Swift and Monangai are a pretty good duo as far as across the league goes. It's not the most talented duo, but they're going to get done, and Ben Johnson has found out ways to really maximize both of them.
Colson Loveland also talking about being maximized, also made another appearance. I think he got like 5 targets this game too after the last 2 weeks. Oh my God, he was a top 11 or 9 draft pick last year? Hey man, good things happen.
I wouldn't say he's being maximized, but he's no longer being minimized.
Yeah.
He's giving a chance.
And that feels like the story of the Bears, where last year it feels like everything that happened to Chicago and everything that they were doing were to the detriment of the team. The schemes that they were running, the way that they were utilizing the wide receivers, like the coaching, everything. This year, the run game, of course, Monangai and DeAndre Swift, it's not Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, but guess what? You're no longer closing your eyes and running into the back of the center. It's no longer hurting the team more than it is helping them. The same thing with the receivers, same thing with Colson Loveland. And now we are at a level where we can at least look at the Bears and assess them fairly, as opposed to last year where you just knew, Eberflus is going to get fired and everything that's happening right now is not going to be the same as it is next year.
And by assessing them fairly, we say this is one of the most explosive offenses in the league. They're at the top of the league in explosive plays that being plays over 20 yards. They create those nonstop. The running game has gotten going, giving them a good floor. That's allowed them to put up good scoring numbers and not be just big play merchants. The Caleb Williams stuff is developing, not as fast as we hoped, but there is development there. He no longer takes terrible sacks. He's one of the best at evading sacks, actually. The negative plays aren't nearly as prevalent. The blocking's a little bit better. Oh, Shard done all right. Looks like an all-pro. He's been demolishing people. He put Brian Burns on his back several times. And then shout out Dahlman and Gio Tooney. They still have some other spots there I didn't mention that they should address. But they have some good offensive linemen. Caleb no longer holds the ball for a million years and takes sacks. Now he holds the ball for a million years and evades sacks and makes plays outside the pockets. But he still does too much of that. We still need to see him get better at taking the easy stuff and being able to stay ahead of the chains and just simply not miss open windows that are right there. But once that comes around, then this team will be super dangerous. For now, they're just on trajectory. They're no longer terrible. They're nice and mid.
They're finna make the playoffs. And there's a world where they actually win the division, which is crazy.
Yeah, which isn't about them. It's more about the guys above them.
Of course,
the Lions look good last year, so I'm not going to go that far.
But you still got to win games, and they're doing it. So shout out to them.
49ers, shout out Kyle Shanahan. You're a genius. Brock Purdy's coming back soon, which should be good. I just can't take the defense seriously without Nick Bosa, and without Fred Warner, who will not be returning. It's tough. It is what it is. They just kind of got nuked. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah. You can go ahead and reveal the next few. My next? Yeah, because I have this 49ers, same pathway for you. 15, Bears 14. Ravens, I have them at 13. 12, Bucks, and 11, ouch, I have the Chargers. I feel so Yeah.
Not a ball knower.
I feel so sorry for the 49ers because
Not a ball knower at all.
I wanted to put a Meyer.
Unbelievable.
I just couldn't because their whole defense is dead. This is just good coaching, thriving, and that's all I could say about them.
Shout out the Ravens. They're here at 11-13 for us. I think after last week they're gonna get higher, but I assume you're doing the same thing I did. Let's get to 500 first before I make you crack the top 10. But with Lamar back, they're clearly back on the trajectory.
Mhm.
Yeah. I initially I had them in the top 10, but I was like, I'm doing entirely too much. Let me relax, give teams like the Chargers and the Bucks respect. I told you before we started the show, 13 through like 9, these teams are not the same, but they feel the same caliber and quality.
Yeah, it's a tough part to rank. I see what you mean. Some people do these power rankings and they just do like how good you are right now. So they'll put like the Chiefs towards the top still, and now they'll put the Ravens back in top 5.
Yeah.
Which I understand. If that's the way you're going to go about it. I'm doing a little bit of like by week it changes. So like I'm not going to ignore all those weeks that happened before. But they are coming off of 3 straight victories now.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson is back. You're right.
Yeah, so they could be trending up. If someone wants to put them top 10 just because like we know what's up, that's fair. I put them at 11, and I put them I think like right behind like some other teams that just have really good records, like the Chargers, just because the Chargers haven't earned falling out of the top 10.
Yeah.
I know the offensive line fell apart, and that's going to be something that we say, like in terms of contending for a Super Bowl, winning multiple playoff games. Kind of hard to imagine they do that now. Rolling out the bodies are rolling out, but thus far they haven't lost a game because of the offensive line in the past few weeks. You know, they won some ugly games in which they barely beat the Titans because of some disasterly plays that made it a closer game than it should have been. And Justin Herbert was under siege by Draymond Jones all game.
Mm-hmm.
He had to get the ball out in under 2 seconds every play against the Steelers. But they're still finding ways to win. They still are very good defense. I don't think they should fall at top 10 quite yet.
I'm itching to see this next placement for Donovan. I want to see if this team is there.
Okay.
If not, we can jumpstart.
Oh, okay. Donovan knows even less ball.
Ooh, wow.
Damn, what the fuck? Broncos at 15.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that.
Broncos fans hate us. Broncos fans constantly call us haters. I understand it now because Donovan put you at 15. That's outrageous for the best defense in the league.
All right, so 15 out of the Broncos.
Behind the 49ers.
14 out of the Bears, 13 out of the 49ers.
They've won 7 straight games.
12 I have the Chargers, 11 I have the Bucks.
This
Won
is
7 games in a row.
historic hating. All they've been doing is winning for 2 months. That's crazy.
He ranks their offense and not their defense.
Yeah. Forgot the other half. Oh my gosh.
Yes, I did. That's it. That's exactly what it is. Now, I think with the Broncos, I think that they have the Broncos are a mid team, and they were able to capitalize on some pretty bad teams. So like you obviously credit to you, like you came back and we talked about it with their fourth quarter, but you came back against the Giants. You were also playing against the Raiders, and you scored 10 points against the Raiders.
Yep.
Right,
We're coming
like,
off a terrible week for sure.
Yeah, like there's times where things are just not going the right way, and I think that they have like they are mid, and I guess this is truly how I feel about the Broncos, because I think that they are going to lose in the first round of the playoffs.
I disagree with that.
And I understand. No, it's not really the exercise. They're also like very gettable, extremely gettable. And I'm waiting for them to get got.
Gettable.
I'm every week I tune in with the sole purpose of watching Bo Nix and hoping that he is getting got. And I was rooting so heavily for the Raiders, and it did not happen.
I agree with you. In general, this team isn't as good as their record is because the offense is so flawed. But we've seen many teams have really good records because their defense is amazing and the offense is mid and the defense can carry them to victories. Those teams win playoff games sometimes. So I'm not going to.
That's not gonna happen.
Maybe not. They could very much lose in the first round. I won't be shocked. But I'm not going to write them off because I hate the offense so much. In terms of this exercise.
But even if they played like
the Bears, come on, the Bears.
Wow. I do think that the Bears would win.
Okay.
It only takes 9 points to beat the Broncos. Like, it really does not take a lot. Like you can win a game. The game that they had on Thursday and the game that we are going to talk about later with the Eagles and the Packers, where that is also like 10-7 game. These games, you don't have to do much. And I promise you, I would take the 4 teams above them over the Broncos in a one game neutral site game, I'm taking those 4 teams.
The Eagles' path to victory this year isn't too dissimilar from the Broncos.
It's different. I understand what you're saying.
It's different because we've seen them do before, and we obviously have more faith in their offense. Yeah. So it's different in terms of going forward. But in terms of gauging the regular season, it's not terribly different. They're both mediocre offenses that are carried by great defenses.
There are, yes. However, there are a couple of data points that are a little bit better. And
what are those data
13
points?
spots better?
Wow, man.
Potentially.
I'm with you in principle though. I'm not against anything you're saying.
And also we'll talk about it. But yes, these four teams are, I do think, are better than the Broncos.
Okay, well, I would understand this if the Broncos were like just a regular good offense, top 10 in most metrics.
They played one of the worst games ever played in NFL history.
I'm with you. I hate watching Bo Nix more than anything in sports right now. It makes me mad how fucking average or to below average is in so many ways, and how I'm a Chargers fan, so I'm not like rooting for the Broncos' success. But as like a neutral observer, which is usually the mindset I'm watching all these games on, it makes me mad how much wasted potential is going on with the Broncos defense right now. Because the offense is so goddamn mediocre because they are so hamstrung by their strengths and weaknesses of their quarterback and the just ecosystem that's been built around him that I'm not even like last week, everybody was like, Bo Nix is the worst. It's about time we talk about it. What do you mean it's about time? Bo Nix has been this guy forever. Yeah. There will be good games where his strengths shine, he makes big plays, and they're able to win because he gets the good version. And there will be bad games where nothing good can come because he cannot access the middle of the field. His footwork is ridiculous, and everything about him leads to inconsistency. This has always been the case, and this is baked into who they are. That was a game we've seen many times. Every month we see a game like that from Bo Nix. It just is what it is. This is a team that's led by their defense, and they're hoping their offense is just enough for 4 straight weeks, and they can win. It might be. I don't know. So they're better than 15.
Sound like the Eagles. You're right.
It is a worse version of the Eagles' offense in terms of the limitations. They don't have a Saquon Barkley, but they also have a great offensive line that can kind of try to be the basis of a run game. So in terms of formula, it's not dissimilar.
And even if you like look at like what I'll say this, right? Because you very often, and this. I think that the differences are different, but whatever.
They are different. I'm not saying the same.
But we'll stay on this.
This
one.
feels like flirting versus sexual harassment. This is exasperated.
No, but hold on. But this is the only reason why it truly is different. Because every time that we talk about Bo Nix or Jalen Hurts, you always say what? Jalen Hurts is the evolved version of Bo Nix, right?
Yeah.
The way that Jalen Hurts played on that Thursday night against the Giants, where he truly was not that was one of the worst games that Jalen Hurts has played in a long time. He had the turnover. He missed several deep balls, one to Smitty, one to AJ. If that was Bo Nix every week, then it would be much, or if that was Jalen Hurts every week, then it would be much different. Every single week, Bo Nix is up here missing guys every single time. And I like we were watching that game, and I remember I texted our fantasy football chat, and I was like, yo, outside of like the real like QBs, like the starting ones, and like Justin Fields aside, because he's not a real QB. Bo Nix is like the worst deep ball thrower in the league. He is one of these quarterbacks that every single time that there is a pass play 40 yards down the field, guys are running wide open. They are not connecting on those plays. The Broncos offense would be immensely different if he would hit 1 out of those 3, and you can flip the field and you could do things, and you can at least have one drive to where your deep ball is allowing the team to get a field goal or to get a touchdown, and those plays are regularly missed. And so when you have this defense and you have this offense that's set up the way that it is, if that is not a part of your strength, then I really don't see the bright side in that.
Yeah, but they're better than the 15th. Like the defense carries you that far. And we've seen good games that he has. Again, like I said,
I don't think so.
The expectation is not that Bo Nix would be a very good quarterback. And I know Broncos fans believe that. They have to believe that as their quarterback. It always leads to asinine discourse when there's a team who has a bad quarterback and they're winning games despite it. Naturally, that fan base will be like, you win game, clearly he good. And that's not the correlation at all. The defense is amazing, and Sean Payton is a genius, and they've drawn up a low risk scheme that makes him be just good enough. That's how they are.
It's so funny whenever you do
The
that.
Bo Nix fans that think that he's a top like 8 quarterback or some crazy shit are remedial. Like they're worse than that.
Because if I was a Broncos fan and I heard you say
good, hate me,
and I heard you say he win game, he good, I would lose my mind.
Most rational.
It's the first Homo sapien just watching football for the first time.
I'd be so heated.
The people that think he's like top 10
Win game, he good.
they're so stupid. But I say that they can win games with Bo Nix. They will have best case scenario games, and the hope is they get 3 of those games in a row and can make a deep run. That's super possible. Bo Nix is not entirely incapable of playing football. He's entirely incapable of being consistently good, but they've shown that they can get his strengths out of him and get him scrambling, get him making big throws in fourth quarters that are schemed open to some extent, and also he can drive the ball down the field. He's just not super consistent.
Yeah.
His deep ball stuff, like he tries a lot of stupid deep balls, I think, that I don't understand why that's where he goes in his progression, but he's not incapable of throwing a deep shot. You know, we've seen him connect with Courtland Sutton there a lot. So I think the strength of their defense and the fact that while Bo Nix is inconsistent, he does have his strengths, they should be a lot higher than this. They if you tell me they win one playoff game, that's not shocking whatsoever.
No, I would actually be shocked.
Okay, well, you do think Bo Nix is like worse than death?
No.
I think he's just squarely average.
I can't use my phone when I have these on, so I have to get. But I'm gonna look at we can move on, but I'm gonna look at the playoffs picture right now, and like if we look at them and we see,
But they're playing the Chargers right now. If you tell me their defensive line carries them to win over the Chargers and they score 17 points and they beat the Chargers 17-13, that's possible. The defense is that good.
And I hate the Chargers right now because of their offensive line situation in terms of like a long-term outlook. But even then, if they beat the Chargers, I would be shocked.
I don't know.
I would pick the Chargers, but it would be shocking.
They're the 2 seed right now.
Yeah.
The Jaguars are the 7 seed. Let's say that they win the AFC West, right? They keep winning games. They keep doing all this. Chiefs, obviously Chiefs Broncos. I'm taking the Chiefs. If the Bills drop down to 7, they're gonna lose. If the Jags play them, I guess depending on this, the Broncos might get it.
There you go. See, it's possible.
Yeah.
They can win a game. It's ridiculous to act like they're dead in the water. When your defense is this good and your play caller is this good, you're never dead in the water. Bo Nix has had good games
You're
before.
lucky Trevor Lawrence is worse. You're lucky I don't like them either.
I can't believe I'm the Bo Nix defender today. I hate this guy. I hate watching him
He's
play.
bad.
He's bad, but he's also capable of being average on a given day. Like,
Does Sean Payton know that? Does Sean Payton believe
yeah,
that?
probably not. I don't know. All right, let's go on to the top 10. Donovan, who do you have from 10 through 6?
At 10, I have the Ravens. 9, I have the Packers. 8, I have the Bills. 7, I have the Chiefs. 6, I have the Lions.
Okay.
So what the Ravens have done over the last couple weeks, you see them with Lamar. I'm moved. And I think that having Lamar back, offense, cool, right? You still have some things to work through. We still have to figure out how do we get this red zone offense to be incredibly efficient because, again, we have Lamar and Derrick Henry. We should score a touchdown every single time. It's not necessarily like that right now, but we will get there. The biggest thing for me is your defense was a walking lick early on in the year. That has now been fixed. You have now been able to deploy Kyle Hamilton in ways that has fixed your defense. If your defense is average and you have Lamar Jackson as your quarterback, I think you are a top 10 team in the NFL.
Fair. Yeah, they're definitely on that path. I'm just waiting until they get to 500. But,
And that's 100%.
but you're right. Like, they are just that good, so it's not crazy. I probably should have just put them higher because what are we waiting for?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. Kyle Hamilton is a Hall of Famer. This man is amazing. This man is the GOAT. This man is incredible. The fact that last year he fixed their defense by being the free safety and going and plugging up the holes when they were giving up deep shot for deep shot in the first half of last season. And now he fixed their defense by going down there and being Von Miller? What? This is the once-in-a-lifetime player that is now playing essentially outside linebacker. He's rushing the passer like prime Derwin James when they were having him blitz nonstop. He's setting the edge, playing the run on the outside, playing the zone defense on the flat, attacking everything around the line of scrimmage. And Roquan Smith, in turn, looks better now. I think he's less tasked with Kyle Hamilton down there.
Yes.
He no longer looks completely washed. They'll never have a top-flight defense because Nani Madubuike is not coming back. He's injured, and they don't really have any other path to the defensive line being completely revamped in terms of like it being a strength. But if it's just good enough and we get just good enough production from the defensive line around the second level of the defense with Kyle Hamilton, they won't be a disaster.
Yeah. They're really good.
I think,
or they will be really good.
The only thing that's stopping me from putting the Ravens in top 10 right now Of course, it's just time. Just want to see the wins collect a little bit more. Let's see them surpass the Steelers, which will for sure 100% happen. But I think schematically on the field offensively, what's an issue for me is seeing how bad their run blocking has
Dude, it's
been.
horrible.
That's right there. Seeing how Derrick Henry's, questions are being had and all that. Lamar's going to get his no matter what. It doesn't matter. But the run blocking specifically, how bad that's a real issue for me.
Yeah, that's what's holding them back from being the best offense in the league if we hope they could be.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knew. Every Ravens fan would have told you before the season. But Lele, when I catch you, you are the biggest just thorn in my side. And that thorn is even bigger than you could have hoped for. Their interior run blocking is goddamn terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So that's my. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, Packers. We'll go.
Chiefs 10, Bills 9, Broncos 8, Chargers 7, Patriots 6.
Okay.
Last time we saw the Chiefs, they got destroyed by the Bills. Not just destroyed, it's a harsh word. They got pretty outright beat in every way by the Bills. I couldn't put them higher. I do still think by the end of the season, with Patrick Mahomes, with the weapons there, they'll probably get there. But for this point of the calendar, trying to do a power rankings that evolves as time goes on, it would be pretty hard for you to put the Chiefs ahead of the Bills.
It wasn't hard for me, only because I saw the Bills they got not blown, but you let the Dolphins drop 30 on you. That's just like, all right, bro.
So I understand that. Shout out to Chiefs not having to play, so they couldn't have a bad loss. They're still below 500. Shout out the bye week saving them this time.
Oh, they're 5-4. I think they're slightly above 500.
Slightly above, my bad. Slightly above 500.
But still, 30 by the Dolphins. Yeah, you're not above the Chiefs.
That was a ridiculous thing, and that's why the Bills are number 9.
Yeah.
When we did this the first time, I think we had them like 2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So they've fallen off greatly because their defense is just dead on arrival. The safeties are still an issue like they always have been. The tackling is bad, but even outside of the safeties being who they are, the linebacking core, everybody that occupies a second level of defense and is tasked with moving sideline to sideline against a run play, just looks like they've never played football. I feel like I'm watching complete NPC sometimes. I feel like I'm watching guys that I'm like, why did they elect to put him on the court? I'm on the field to go out here and defend a Devon A-chain toss. I'm like, should he be playing right now? There's so many guys that just baffle me with the pursuit angles they take, with the just general speed of diagnosing these plays against a run. Their foot speed sideline to sideline is so bad. Their tackling is so undisciplined. I do not see any world in which their defense is good enough to inspire me to beat the other best teams in the league.
Yeah, that game against the Chiefs, I think for a lot of people, that game is going to stick in a lot of people's minds of, okay, this is what the best version of the Bills can be. Whenever our defense is actually firing, and whenever we have our guys here, we're going to be good. However, a majority of the time, especially this season, it's looked like it did this past week. And for the defense to have those type of issues, that's something that we've been talking about, whether it be explosive runs that they're giving up, the tackling, their safeties being bad, all that. Mm-hmm. Offensively, I'm really, really starting to get worried.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to that. I'm very worried. Their weapons aren't good enough. Yeah. And Josh Allen is flustered, clearly.
And it's not the weapons not being good enough, obviously like a concern, but also when you're at Lamar, Mahomes, Allen status, I'm really going to look you in your face and say, deal with it. Like I really don't care that much. However, the turnovers and the amount of turnovers piling up for Josh Allen is something that I'm looking at it and I'm seeing it just a little bit more than like just a rough streak, only because he's had issues with turnovers in the past. And so the fact that we are now week by week stacking these turnovers, and maybe you ultimately you look at that and you say, that's a product of us not having great weapons. And so now Josh is trying to do things that are a little bit out of character. That's fine. But you just can't have them.
Yeah.
Right. You are building this offense off of your strong offensive line, your ability to run the ball with James Cook very efficiently, and the fact that Josh Allen is going to give you explosive plays and manage the game and not turn the ball over. And if that's not happening and your defense plays the way that it's played for 90 to 95% of the season, you're going home in the second round.
Yeah. I think also, too, going back to their offense, looking at all these receivers, we talked about Josh Allen getting flustered. It feels like none of these receivers, too, can get enough separation. I don't know if that's a play calling thing when it comes to schematic.
No, it's a receiver thing
or whatever. Or like I've never heard of I never actually thought about the Dolphins corners being elite. I never heard anyone say, oh man, like straight buckle up. I never seen that part when it comes to that. I never seen no team in the league struggle with
there's
that.
a reason. They're not particularly talented on that end. And yeah, they don't have separators. They don't have vertical separators, to be specific. Everything has to be underneath. And when the run game is clicking and you are playing an undisciplined team, you can get out here and get Dalton Kincaid going across the field and being able to burn past these linebackers. All that can work. And we've seen plenty of weeks where it's dangerous off the back of James Cook and the crazy big offensive line they have. But when that's not 100,000% clicking and you have to go out there and drop back and come back because your defense gave up a few big touchdowns to Devon A-Chain and you got to put up 14 points in 6 minutes, and you got these guys out here that cannot run straight faster than the defenders in front of them can run backwards, it doesn't go well. They were linked to Jalen Waddle and tried to get him at the deadline. The asking price was too high. Makes sense. They need a guy who can run fast. That is imperative. There's no deep threats, no guys who you can trust to run a deep post and burn past a quarters coverage like Mina Khan was talking about. They have nobody that can do that right now. Josh Palmer is their best player that can do that. He's not been healthy, and he is average.
That guy's so stupid. I hate him.
I hate him too.
But,
What's his name? Jason something?
Yeah.
Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moron.
Also, that was they were never gonna get Jalen Waddle. Like you're not gonna make that in-season trade for a core piece of your team in division. I just
You think the Dolphins weren't going to do it?
Yeah.
Apparently they were. The asking price was too high.
Yeah, you're not gonna do it.
I think they would have traded Jalen Waddle.
I don't think that's neither here nor there. They obviously need somebody, and we talked a couple weeks ago about how Keon Coleman, great week one, hasn't really done anything since, and this is now multiple games, and maybe it's just a Dolphins thing, and because the Dolphins played them well in the first matchup, we'll see how they bounce back. We'll see all of that, but they are now severely behind the 8 ball. The Patriots look like they're going to win the AFC East, and it's a tough spot for the Bills to be in.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's the year. And early in the season, we thought maybe it was, with the Chiefs floundering a little bit and the Ravens defense being in disarray and all the injuries. Doesn't feel like it's the year for the Bills right now.
Now, what might happen? This might be a college football situation for the Bills, where they might beat their rival in the Chiefs in the playoffs, but then not win the championship.
Yeah.
And so I wonder how they're gonna feel about that, because like they've lost 4 straight to them, and so you have to decide what means more to you. Because I don't know if you're gonna do both, but if they had to pick one, I wonder what a lot of people would say.
Ring, probably.
Who knows?
And I got Chargers at 7. They just haven't lost that route yet. And I know the offensive line is looming as something that could make their season collapse any moment.
They keep winning. It makes sense.
Yeah, Justin Herbert's finding a way to get it done. So he's not my MVP just because Stafford and May are so insane. If they keep this up and they continue to have a top 12 offense, whatever it's going to measure out at by the end of the year with this line and have this good of a record,
ballot,
that's going to be like a pretty goddamn good MVP case.
With my NBA brain, he is by definition like the MVP of the league.
But people don't do that. I hope that starts this year, because like the amount of carrying he's doing offensively, this is a goddamn brilliant season. Like especially this last Steelers game, the way he had to get the ball out so fast and was taking so much damage, he's insane.
He's the lone soldier of the league this year, especially for that team.
Well,
so at 10, I have the Bills, 9 Packers, 8 the Chiefs, 7 the Broncos, and at 6, I have the Detroit Lions.
Okay, so I have the Lions one spot higher. It was Lions versus Patriots, I think, for 5 and 6 for me. I opted to go one spot higher, but I understand the Patriots have the better record. They've been winning games. I think the Lions are just so talented. And what did y'all think about Dan Campbell taking back offensive play calling?
Brian, is this new? Like, this?
Yeah. I mean, he's done it before, early parts of his tenure here. It's pretty new for recent years. You know, he had Ben Johnson for the past 3 years. That was going to be the guy who does it.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It kind of encourages me. I'm like, okay, well, if we can do it and they have a game like that where they get the running game going so well, like, fuck it.
I don't like it.
Just in principle?
No, not in principle. Well, the principle thing is all right. Well, now you hired this guy. He's not doing anything. What does he do? Like,
why is Warren getting checks?
Why is he in the building? Right.
That's such a your dad take.
That's what I said. Just on like the principle of like, what are you actually doing?
You ever seen The Office whenever they did that thing when the new owner of the company comes in? That woman from
like
Tallahassee.
Got mad or something?
And that woman from Tallahassee comes in, and at that point, Michael and Jim are both co-manager, and she's like, "Huh. Sounds like one job, 2 people doing one job. We should do something about that." That's how you sound.
Exactly. What's really happening? But also, mid-season coordinator changes.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I've been there on the bad side of it, but it always indicates like, okay, something is not 100%.
It doesn't scare me with Dan Campbell specifically.
And so it's like, I don't really love that.
I understand that when the defense and their coordinator situation is so good, and we feel pretty good about the talent on that side of the ball, the defense isn't like a debilitating weakness or anything. I feel fine about it with Dan Campbell specifically, who we know has been the bedrock of this whole entire organization for all these years. And after losing coordinators, people always assume that he's just this meathead that can't have anything to do with it. If he's clearly capable, he clearly is much more important to the offense than given credit for. I'm not mad at this specifically, especially just because we've seen it for so long. We've seen this core together. We know what they're capable of. He said, Jameson Williams isn't getting the ball enough. Let me fix that myself. The run game isn't going well enough. Let me fix that myself. I kind of buy that they can just get away with that.
Would it be worse if he kept it for the entire year and he just like, this is just who he is now? Or he did it for like 2-3 weeks and then it's like, all right, now that's how you run an offense and then give it back. Like,
honestly, I think either would be fine.
Entire year, honestly.
I think either would be fine. Like in this very unique situation with this coach and how much I trust him if he feels like Morton, he can put that faith in him again and do that. I kind of trust him blindly in every regard.
Yeah.
But most teams, I would agree with you, would be weird.
Mhm.
But this specific guy, I buy it.
Okay.
Enough that I can put them about the Patriots, who I know have been the better team with a better quarterback with a better, easier schedule. And I think are less talented than the Lions. And I just think the Lions are the better roster top to bottom. They just had to play harder teams.
Okay.
So that's the deciding factor. But to award the Patriots and question the instability of the Lions a little bit, I understand.
Yes.
Okay. I feel that.
You guys got the Packers in the top 10? That's generous.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft isn't coming back.
I understand that.
I'm seeing headlines about Matt LaFleur's job security this morning.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit too much. I get it.
I don't know if they are. I don't know if they are.
Hey man,
get it.
listen. If they pull the trigger, down to 29 you go. Right?
I think we're not doing enough about talking about the Packers and their offense and how they have just been. Every team is baiting them into running the ball by doing these 2 eye safety thing, and they just keep running the ball. They just keep being conservative, thinking that they should be like smart and disciplined and take what the defense gives them, and the defense is happily giving it to them.
You know what I call that? Twin.
Yeah, exactly. They are the Eagles.
Twin.
Last night I saw the same 2 teams playing each other.
Yeah.
One team just happened to throw a deep ball at the exact right time to score the touchdown that matters.
Yeah.
That game was awful. I hated watching that game. Both of the teams pissed me off.
This team is so frustrating.
They got it. I keep saying one more week, but like one more week.
Until what?
I don't know. I
trying to see.
Just one more.
The run game is average. They should be a good running game overall on paper. It hasn't been clicking to the entirety of the season as much as you want.
Yeah.
Tucker Kraft is their best short area weapon. He is gone for the season.
Jenkins
They
got
lost the
hurt last
best
night.
tight end weapon in the NFL. And now they just have a wide receiver room that Christian Watson coming back helps. But outside of him, who not like he's changing your fucking life, is unathletic, isn't strong, doesn't win at the catch point, and also Jaden Reed gone. It's a mediocre receiving group with a quarterback that obviously has his strengths and weaknesses, but isn't the bastion of consistency. I don't feel good about the offense at all.
Yeah, this team for me, these last 2 teams, this tier is just like there's slight dysfunction that's fixable, but it can legitimately hold you back, obviously, from being like Super Bowl contenders. They're probably going to end up being that because of how talented they are with their respective position groups. Packers, when it comes to their defense, they're insane. They almost don't make mistakes. And the Bills, Josh Allen, end of story there. For the Packers, I think this team here, when I think about the Packers and how they've progressed over the course of the year, the first 4 weeks, we're all looking at them as their legit Super Bowl contenders. Holy shit, this may be like the winner out of that division and also out of that conference. And now, I think over the last 4 weeks, we've seen hiccups with the Panthers. We see what happened over this past game versus the Eagles. There's just so much meat on the bone offensively, and I don't know if I'm not gonna have a overall overarching like thesis when it comes to Jordan Love. I think it's fine. He's fine, and things will fizzle out or figure themselves out as time goes on. But you're right. Like the whole question is, you're looking at your offensive play caller. You're looking at your head coach at the end of the day and how they handled the last 4 minutes of that Eagles game, which is very winnable. it's hard for me to see a world where they're above the Chiefs or above the Broncos and the Lions, where they just know how to execute every single time.
Without Tucker Kraft, I don't think the weapons are going to be good enough to justify the style of play that Matt LaFleur is currently doing, where he's trying to do the running game is your jab, counter punch with your weapons, and the play action type of game that the Eagles won a Super Bowl with. And I understand that vision when you have Tucker Kraft and when you have the idea of Matthew Golden, who could hopefully be a take the top off type of receiver to open things up. He's a rookie that hasn't clicked 100%, and Tucker Kraft is gone. I think that's just a kind of a death blow to the long-term outlook.
It also works when Saquon Barkley is breaking a 60-yard touchdown
Yeah.
every single week, and you're not getting those explosives on the ground. So yeah, let's move on because we'll talk about
Top 5, let's reveal it all. I have the Lions at 5, the Eagles at 4, the Colts at 3, the Seahawks at 2, and the Rams at 1.
Okay, I have the Eagles at 5, Colts at 4, Patriots at 3. Shout out to winning 2 the Seahawks and 1 the Rams. I just respect the record so much because hey, they're making my bold prediction look beautiful as days go on.
All right, I have the Patriots at 5, the Colts at 4, Eagles at 3, Rams at 2, Seahawks at 1.
I put the Eagles at 4. Social obligation, but they pissed me off. Top 3 were very difficult to me between the Colts, Seahawks, and Rams. I think those teams are head and shoulders of top 3. The Colts I put 3rd just because we have 2 games in a row of Daniel Jones being a little bit less perfect in terms of ball security.
Mm-hmm.
That's a leak a little bit. I don't care. That's not the death blow to them or anything, but you have that combined with the fact that their defense is significantly worse than the Seahawks and Rams.
Yeah.
So I have a small question mark with the offense, which maybe isn't even small for most people. I'm just giving them credit, as I assume Daniel Jones will be fine for the most part this season. But if there were going to be 1 or 2, it was because their offense was so goddamn nuclear that I had to pay respects to it. And with there being a slight crack now 2 weeks in a row, I'll put them 3 because the top 2 teams are incredible on both sides of the ball. Rams and Seahawks, so hard. Both offenses clicking, both defenses elites. I feel a little bit better about the Seahawks defensive personnel top to bottom in terms of secondary and defensive line being incredibly talented. And you having guys like Knight in the linebacker room that are obviously good. Rams secondary still a question to me. But I went to as a quarterback just being the MVP type of guy, and Matthew Stafford to go number 1.
And that's really fair. I with Seattle, these last 2 weeks have really moved me.
They're so good.
And the fact
So
that
good.
you turn on the game, they're up 21-0 immediately.
That's why I wanted. I know what I think I said in the group chat. I feel like the Seahawks are the new Lions right now in terms of just blue chip talent up and down both sides of the ball. Great coaches. They have the genius coordinator that is going to be a head coach at some point. Clint Kubiak is not going to be here very long. And they had McDonald, who is the defensive guy that clearly has instilled a culture here of winning. They have a great reclamation quarterback, Darnold, Goff. Feel like they're on the same level right now. They have the blue chip guys, like I said, in JSN. And I guess offensively, that's the difference. They only have like 1 elite guy like that. But shout out Rashid Shaheed, who's here now too, that we know can succeed in that offense. And defensively, they have stars up and down the roster.
Yeah, and again the fact that they were up 28-0 last week and then again 35-0 this week,
Just blitzing these bums.
It's just every single time that you watch them, it's like wow, this the actual like idealized version of this team is so good. And for a lot of teams, and especially with teams like the Eagles or even the Colts who are playing like really well right now, beating up on bums does matter a little bit. Like I feel like you kind of want like a combination of a little bit. Like you want to have a season where you can have like one or 2 of those wins where it's like, all right, we played a good team, we came from behind, whatever. But when you are supposed to beat bad teams, the Seahawks, they said, we got you. That we can 100% do that. And I think the fact that they are as explosive as they are through the air, the fact that their defense is as good as they are, even despite them not having this insane running game, they're still able to create mismatches and put their offense in very advantageous positions. I really like what they're doing, so that's why I would have them at 1.
Yeah, I can't argue with it all. I debated that a lot. Only difference is I just think I trust Sean McVay a little bit more than Clint Kubiak, who I also trust completely. I trust Matthew Stafford a little bit more, and their weapons are a little bit better, even though Jason's a god. I think the trio of Puka, Devontae Adams, and Kyron Williams, all the run game is also a difference. With the Seahawks, the run game hasn't been able to get going as much as they want. They're still building an effective play-action passing game despite it because Clint Kubiak is so damn good. But I don't feel great about the Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker duo compared to Kyron Williams and how consistent he is despite the talent concerns people have with him. There's just a few small things that I went towards the Rams because they check boxes in terms of confidence of the most important parts. but it's close. I might change my mind tomorrow.
Yeah, it's close. At the end of the day, I'm going to trust Matthew Stafford 9 times out of 10, or 8 times out of 10 more than most quarterbacks in the league. I think for at least me personally, one of the less talked about things throughout when you think about the Rams, you're thinking about all like their star-studded offense, and you kind of gloss over their defense, or at least I do personally. And seeing their front line, their defensive line is insane. They have one of the best defensive lines in the league. Every single time they go up against a top-tier running back, they minus I think Derrick Henry because he like destroyed them way earlier in the year. Minus him, you look at the list of running backs who they went against, which is, of course, like Jonathan Taylor, CMC, Saquon Barkley, any elite top-tier running back you can think of, they just neutralize their entire game plan. And I think they're up there with the Patriots in terms of least amount of rushing touchdowns allowed. They don't allow any yardage at all when it comes to that front. And then seeing what they do on the other side of the ball, and just how Matthew Stafford is just having one of those years where we're talking about him as an MVP candidate. He was always up there. Like we mentioned him briefly in our last episode when we did our midseason awards, but none of us actually gave it to him. And now we're at the point where it's like, okay, like another insane one where you're like setting yourself apart. You have insane stats. He's put up like, I don't know what how many weeks it's been, but he's had like,
I know what you're talking about.
so many games without a fucking interception.
In the last 6 weeks, he has 0 interceptions and 20 touchdowns.
That's ridiculous.
He is on a heater right now.
Sorry,
It's
Oh
pretty
my
good.
God.
He's no Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could very easily be the MVP. I would still lean
I
Drake
wasn't
May.
even gonna say that. I was gonna lean Drake May.
Drake May's doing a little bit. He has less to work with, so I'm still leaning him in terms of MVP conversation.
Yeah.
But Stafford's right there, and by the time the season ends, if things go a certain way for both teams, he could very much be the MVP this season, which would be what a good way to just stamp his Hall of Fame candidacy. It would no longer be a question. He gets an MVP at this age. Would be an amazing storyline, especially if they win a championship. Nobody's talking about it. It might be his last year in the NFL. He very much might retire this summer. He was flirted with last year. This could be the end. This would be a storybook ending.
It would be very nice.
It would be beautiful, man.
Shout out to them.
You put the Eagles 3 over the Colts. I get it. You're an Eagles fan. Patriots 5.
That's not even.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, that's not even crazy. I will say like
He didn't even take the rage bait. He got actually mad.
The two things that like from last night and the Eagles Packers game, and that I want to tie back into the Packers discussion is like, yo, LaFleur and Sirianni, y'all need to be a man, dude, because they are so conservative right now, and it's the same thing on both sides where this entire philosophy of we are going to win the game with running the ball and ball control and field position, like that's good, and I do understand that like you don't want to give up explosives and you're not going to commit turnovers, and those two things are the key stats, and we're going to focus everything that we do around that. That's fine. You can open things up a bit, and one, you have to open it up, and two, you have to do it smartly, because Nick Sirianni, if you ever make a decision like that again, oh my goodness, that's one of the worst decisions that I've seen.
What decision specifically?
In a while. At the end of the game, the Eagles are up by 3. It's 4th and 6. They can punt the ball away. Mind you, Packers have no timeouts. You can punt the ball away and force the Packers to, even if you get a touchback, now the Packers have to go 55 yards to get a field goal. Instead, Sirianni decides to go for it. The Eagles do not get it, and now the Packers only have to go about 25 yards to get into field goal range with no timeouts. They were able to get into range for a 64-yarder, and the Packers had a test kick to where they can see what the range was actually looking like. If their kicker was not kicking with one leg, that would have been very beneficial, and you could have tied the game and then gone into overtime, and then who knows what happened. That was absolutely insane game management, and it's one of the worst decisions that Sirianni has made as a head coach of the Eagles. That was ridiculous. That's one. Two, I'm actually very encouraged by the D line, and Jalen Phillips looked amazing.
Yep. He was insane.
Having Jalen Phillips there, Nolan Smith, Ajomo looked really good last night. Jalen Carter is going to turn up. All of a sudden, this D line that looked very misfitty, didn't really have a and identity, it looked very strong last night. And I was actually very, very encouraged from
So did the secondary.
From what I saw.
And so did the secondary.
Yes.
Granted, they didn't have the biggest
Threats,
playmakers.
but you know what?
They were bodying them at the catch point.
Yeah. So and you will see when you don't have to cover for 3 seconds, you only have to cover for 2 seconds. You're gonna look a little bit better.
Mhm.
And so I'm very, very happy with what I saw from the D line last night.
Yeah. I think I still want the Colts above them just because they have the best offense in the league and they're insane. And Jonathan Taylor is going to be, at this point, maybe the biggest weapon in the playoff setting in terms of what they can do with their run game and how much that's going to hurt defensive game plans and make things easier for the passing game. I can just totally imagine one, maybe even 2 playoff games where Jonathan Taylor is like the deciding factor between win and loss. And he's just so much to game plan for that I couldn't keep him at the top 3. And especially because the Eagles' offense last night was also annoying as fuck for all the reasons you said with the conservatism.
Yeah, and that's 100.
Okay.
Yeah, 100% fair. This is the story of the season. We had 2 games where it was like, hey, we're actually kind of doing it. It looks okay, and then we went right back to it.
AJ Brown has 395 passing yards after week 10.
Yeah, that's actually
It's very like obviously it doesn't really matter, but it's pretty telling about the state of their offense and how unproductive it's been.
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Sometimes you can take the lowest angle and just look at the smallest, most baseline stat, and you're like, oh, okay, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm on AJ's side.
I'm on nobody's side when it pertains to the Eagles.
It's terrible.
Fire everyone.
Fire everyone. Coming out of the Super Bowl, fire everyone. They might make it back. Fire them anyways. And that's our power rankings. That's the top 5 teams in the league. I think, not a whole lot of debate. It's top 5. I think we feel pretty good about who the upper echelon is.
Shout out to the Pats.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Winning matters. So go ahead, get it done.
Doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
The bare minimum.
Drake May,
Can't ask for more.
right now, my MVP winner. Shout out to him.
Dude, he's gonna win it. It's gonna be so cool.
I think he is. They're gonna get the 1 seed.
he's gonna win it.
That's crazy.
Unless he
man.
has some more bad games bad games for his standards, which he
Yeah.
played like a normal second-year quarterback last week. Wasn't like an amazing MVP level game. But unless he has like a bunch of those and the Rams like continue to win, he's gonna be the MVP.
I wonder what their schedule is looking like for the rest of the year.
Soft, I'm sure. It's been soft all year.
Easy.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the easiest shit you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. Like, what secondaries is he facing up next?
Bad
Okay.
ones, I imagine. And with that being said,
Ooh, whoa. First and foremost, I think we have to stop. We can't go to TikTok time just yet. We have to address our fantasy league. I don't think we updated these guys in a minute, man. Me personally, I have had the worst time of my life. I've been in the lab over the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'm pausing TikTok time. Fuck Mo, I didn't learn nothing, bruh. I learned that I'm sick as hell. I learned that I was the worst fantasy player in the history of fantasy, bruh. I have entered the year to a blistering 0-10. I got so excited like 2 or 3 days ago because I think I was facing Drew. And I saw that, okay, wow, like I think I might have a chance. I even screenshotted and tweeted out to y'all. And I showed y'all like, yo, like I just need a decent game from Herbert and a couple other guys to like actually be normal productive. And it didn't matter at the end of the day.
you're 0-10.
I'm 0-10.
A couple weeks ago, you traded with Joel. You traded in Patrick Mahomes for Justin Herbert, Kyron Williams, and who was the third piece?
Justin Herbert, Kyron Williams, and I forget who's the third piece. He's starting to. I forget what the third piece was. But needless to say, like
It wasn't Dobbs.
it may have been Dobbs.
Was it Goddard? No, you picked up Goddard.
No, I picked up Goddard.
Was it Woody Marks?
No, it wasn't Woody Marks. Someone from Nerdcest dropped Woody Marks as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But-
your team is just dog shit. And you got a good trade in which you got a running back 1 in Kyron Williams for Patrick Mahomes. I'll pick it up Herbert. And you still can't win a game. So now we're here with Kyron Williams, David Montgomery. Your wide receivers are just comical. Romeo Dobbs and Coleman.
That damn guardian cat was holding him back.
Now listen, what saved me is someone did drop Woody Marks, and he did his normal things. He put up like 16 fantasy points, killed, bruh. That's amazing. Of course, Kyron Williams is gonna do what he does. Montgomery, of course, is gonna be solid as well.
You might have a chance once Worthy comes back.
Yeah, you might win a game.
I think I can win a game for sure. And also, what's giving me life is Colson Loveland. He came out of nowhere. I drafted him way too high at the start of the draft. a couple weeks ago. Drafted him way too high. Then it got to a point where I fucking cut him. He had a killer game. I picked him up immediately, bro.
Yep.
Picked him up. Then
I tried, but he had a higher waiver order than me.
Yeah,
I tried to get him.
Yeah.
I had okay. So I guess I'm going to my team. My whole team has died. Unfortunately, they were all on a plane that crashed into the Indian Ocean, and I had Tucker Kraft, I had Jaden Daniels, I had Cam Scatterbo, and I had Trey Benson. All of which are gone. Trey Benson comes back soon. Oh, and I had Jackson Dart as my quarterback too. That filled in great.
Nice.
Also concussed now. I'm now 7-3, still the best team, but my running back situation is just dire. I have Javonte Williams who's on bye, and Trey Benson who's coming back. But Kenneth Walker is my RB2 now because Cam Scatterbo is gone, and I had to start Tootin this week because I said Javonte Williams on a bye. But I still have Amon-Ra, Puka, Chris Olave, and Drake London. Some of my receivers are still astronomical.
Yeah.
But I lost Tucker Kraft, so now I got to start Harold Fannin the whole time. Who knows how I'm going to start a quarterback now with Jackson Dart gone. I'm just being chipped away at week by week.
You'll be okay. You whooped Kenny though.
Yeah, Kenny's team sucks ass. Kenny's team is terrible. But yeah, I should have walked into a title, but now I have to get it out the goddamn mud trying to figure out who's going to be my quarterback and tight end.
What's your record?
7-3, which is hilarious. I should be 10-0, but there's a few ridiculous weeks I lost.
Yeah. How's Donovan doing?
Let's see. I don't even know.
He hasn't said a peep about this fantasy league.
6-4.
Listen, we're just out here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some weeks are good, some weeks are bad. I think like I might make the playoffs, but that's it. All I know is that every week, Jahmyr Gibbs comes in, he clocks in, he puts down his hard hat, and he goes to work. And Jahmyr Gibbs, you are my Shayla.
You have Jalen Hurts, Tyrone Tracy, Jahmyr Gibbs, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison, Yuck, Hunter Henry, Marvin Harrison, Brock Bowers. Oh, at your 12 personnel.
I told you.
22 personnel.
12 personnel. I had my entire season was based around.
Oh my God, your bench. Jacoby Brissett, Nick Chubb, Justice Hill, Ramondre Stevenson,
Understand.
Josh Downs.
Man.
My entire season was based on the idea that Marvin Harrison is going to take a little bit of a leap and Brock Bowers is going to be worth reaching to go get. And that I'm going to have Gibbs, Harrison, Bowers, and Jalen Hurts. And those four are going to carry me. That has not necessarily been the case. I think that like I've been carried a little bit, but not enough. Sometimes I've had to walk myself. It is okay.
You lost the game, you got 38 from Jahmyr Gibbs. That is incredibly tough.
Because, and mind you, people have asked to trade for Jahmyr Gibbs. Obviously, he's like, okay, I will try and like, you try to get some type of package so that you got more good players. I will die with Jahmyr Gibbs on my team. He's going to play.
At least you got that, man.
He's going to play for me.
No matter what.
Huh?
No matter what.
No matter what. There's not a situation where I could have been you. I'm not trading Jahmyr Gibbs.
I could have been you.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 10, man.
If I turn on the lines and I watch one of the most fun running backs in the league, he's on my team. And I want to have that joy every week. This
is the current standings of the league. Number 1, we have Dells, who is 9-1.
Damn,
it's good for him.
Who's on his team? He's 9-1. He has 100 less points. I have 1,144 points scored.
Wait, show me because I'm top 6.
Actually, that's points allowed. Dude, no, my points scored, I have 1,409.
Jesus
and
Christ.
I have 3 losses.
Jeez,
100 more than the guy above me.
Show me at 6. Show me at 6 because I know it's not great.
You have 1,058 scored.
Oh my
and I
God.
have one more win than you, and I have 400 points above you.
That's what it's about. Understand, my team and my culture, we understand it's not about numbers. It's about getting wins. I truly believe that. I believe that across my teams. And so when you look at me and you hear the things I say, it's not a bit. This is what I'm committed to. I'm committed to wins.
So first place is Dells. Second place is me. Third place is Logan. Fourth place, D Mills. Fifth place, Matthew Spawnor. Sixth place, Donovan. Seventh place, Joel. And eighth place, Andrew. And I think that's the end of the playoff line. I think it's 18 playoffs.
Man, how many points do I have?
Not enough.
Oh my God.
You actually have 1,000. You have almost as much as Donovan.
You have more points than me.
No, you have 1,007. You have 1,056 or 58.
Okay.
So he has 50 less points than you. That's
basically our teams are the same.
Yo, next year, I don't give a fuck. I'm going balls to the fucking wall. I'm joining every single fantasy league. I'm getting my fucking reps in. This is inexcusable.
Kenny, Carson, and Jack are all 3-7.
Yeah. This is actually hilarious. My team really, like, points scored, I am like the 11th worst team in this league.
That's crazy.
Your team sucks.
What are you coasting off on? In just luck?
Yeah, just playing bad teams at the right time.
Yeah, man. I'm joining.
I-
Y'all
I-
send me your fantasy.
Listen,
teams,
I play
please.
who's in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I worry about the week that I'm on, and then that's it.
The
Yeah.
playoff started today. Oh no, it's a 17 thing. So Dells would have a first round bye. I would be playing. You'd be playing Logan. Oh, I know I'd have a bye as well. Is this a 16 playoff?
Look
That's
at
brutal.
that. Even in a 2 bye, I'm in here.
And then if you win, you'd be playing me in the second round.
Do they have a toilet bowl section too?
I
Yeah.
didn't see it on there, but
Yeah, I
I
think so.
think they do.
I can add that. I'll add a toilet bowl to see if you can win
No.
the console. If you
Yeah,
can win
no.
Consolation.
the what's it called in college basketball? The
Oh,
tournament.
the NIT.
See if you can win the NIT.
The NIT, what's that?
That's in college basketball. The teams that don't make March Madness, they have
okay.
a tournament for the rest of them.
Okay.
See who's the worst of the
I
best.
never paid attention to a second of that. in
Yeah,
my
the
life.
best of the worst.
Listen, the NIT's lit. Texas won the NIT a couple years
I
ago.
remember that. Embarrassing. I hate
please.
that.
Send me your leagues next
That
year.
was when they had who's on the team? Was that the year Greg Brown was their star player?
I can't remember.
I think it was the Greg Brown. year.
I can't remember who
Greg
was on the team.
Brown.
Yeah.
But they played the final in Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
There was a year where Greg Brown was a star player. He was like a 5-star recruit.
Yeah,
Supposed to be
I
best
know.
player in his class.
Yeah, he's not even in the league no more. I
Nope.
remember him. He was on the
Nope.
Blazers.
He didn't do anything well.
Yeah, he jumped high.
Barely.
Had cool hair.
Did he?
Yeah.
Great. Good for Greg Brown. And with that being said, it is TikTok time.
I guess it is.
You sad about that?
Oh my fucking! I'm 0 for 10, man. I'm winless. No wins.
Well, let's get you to something maybe you can win. Let's play some games. Let's go on to TikTok time. Let's have some fun.
We move.
Welcome to TikTok time. Like always, we're going to begin with our winners and losers.
Long list this week.
Yep. So you guys know how this works. You've seen the show before. We have to sit up here and decide who are the biggest winners and losers of Week 10 in the NFL. You guys want to start positive or negative today?
Positive.
Okay. Who is the biggest winner of the week? Donovan, kick us off like always.
We will go with Titans fans.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Why are they winners?
Nothing happened. They're good.
Okay.
The absence of nightmare is good for a Titans fan at this point.
Okay. My first winner, Donovan Smoot. You are a winner once again. Why? Because for the first time, you haven't noticed this probably, in weeks, he hasn't wore anything Eagles affiliated at all. He has been so disgusted with his team for, of course, reasons that we've discussed earlier on before. And you get to bang your team again proudly, and no one can say anything about it because you just find ways to win consistently. They may be ugly, it may be disappointing, but you're always going to win.
Fair weather fan.
Congratulations.
My biggest winner this week, doing it yourself. Several coaches this week decided, fuck my coordinator. He's pissing me off. I got us. Dan Quinn's moving back to DC for his team. Dan Campbell deciding, Morton, you served your time well. Give me the reins. I'll call the plays. Sometimes you got to get your hands dirty.
Okay. It's not bad. Next winner, NFC West.
As an entity.
Yeah, they are extremely up, and they have not one, but maybe the two best teams in the NFL right now with the Rams and the Seahawks, and both of them played this week as well. So we will understand and we will know who is top dog, who is the best team in the NFC West, and probably the best team in the NFL.
Early contender for a game of the year. It's on the horizon. This could be cinema.
Yeah.
It might be.
My next winner, Justin Herbert. You are the face of survival of the fittest in the entire NFL, bro. Not many people realize, or at least broadly realize, how bad your offensive line has been. Not until, was it NBC and their production crew showing up?
The PFF grades.
Yeah, showed your PFF grades of your offensive line, and Pat McAfee went ahead and put it on his show and showcased how every single one of those guys were dead last, maybe second to last, in their position.
And that's what we need. We need the biggest faces in media doing propaganda to make it clear Justin Herbert is doing the most with the least, the 38th best left tackle, the 39th best left guard, the 37th best center, up and down the fucking roster, the offensive line. I was going to say it's in shambles. That's polite to shambles. That's polite to broken glass.
Yeah.
The offensive line is in the depths of despair.
Because you keep saying it. Let's pray. Start the prayer circle that Justin Herbert is not going to get hurt this year.
He already did. He stayed in the game. They twisted the hell out of his ankle on a
yeah.
hip drop tackle, and he stayed in because he's made of fucking concrete.
How are you here? How are you standing still? How are they 7-3?
He's just so tough. I don't know.
Damn.
Him and
Carry
Lath,
job,
they're so
man.
tough.
Double entendre. Don't ask me how.
My next winner, Davis Mills. What do you mean Davis Mills walked down an above average defense for the first half of the year and had a victory game? That's crazy.
Down 19 in the fourth
And
quarter.
he came back and won the game. Something that I think a lot of fans would have said, I don't know if CJ Stroud would have did that in this game based on how the season's gone for him.
But you know what CJ Stroud would have done?
Mm-hmm.
They would have been down 19, I'll tell you that. Because things were not looking good.
So yeah, not to make it a discourse, but shout out Davis Mills getting it done in a way that we have not seen from the Texans in a long time.
Yeah, we can't start that discourse. That's racism. Right? We can't do that. We can't do that.
The lights are pretty bright though. CJ Stroud Island.
Who is my next winner? My next winner, Mike McDaniel. You get to keep your job.
Yes.
You don't have to go through a whole week of, hey, is he going to be here? He should be the offensive coordinator here. He should go coach here. You tell your real estate agent and your realtor, keep these guys away for one more week. I like it down here in Miami. It's good weather. It's fun times. I am secure here.
Yeah.
But again, only for 5 more days.
Yes, I had Tua as a winner as well for all those reasons. But someone who's even more of an exciting winner is Matthew Stafford, 37-year-old. One of the oldest players in the entire league. You for sure still have it. The last time that you threw an INT, it was 80 degrees outside, bro. It was warm weather here, at least in Chicago, all right? Maybe 8 is a drag. It was like 75, whatever. But needless to say, you have firmly stamped yourself in the MVP ballot. A couple weeks ago, people flirted with your name. Now you're fully in it.
6 weeks, 20 touchdowns, 0 INTs. Outlandish. Just ridiculous.
Ooh, man.
Oh, I also read back to your point earlier about the NFC West. Seahawks fans got to go to bed at a brisk time because their games are over instantly. They didn't have to stay up all night. They didn't have to waste full afternoons. They had to devote 1/4 of attention. Then from there, they can go about their days because the outcome was sealed.
And honestly, that's the best thing. You don't have to neglect friends and family just to stay here and watch football. You can wake up, do your errands. Game comes on at noon, over in 30 minutes. I love that.
Yeah, they
Love
got
that for them.
they got to go ahead and have REM sleep, bro. They went ahead and they felt the deepest depth of sleep, and they had a great time resting their body.
I love that for them. My next winner, the Baltimore Ravens. I would love to be still under 500 and everybody say, yeah, the division is yours.
What a hilarious situation to be in.
Because the Pittsburgh Steelers keep losing games. And wouldn't you know, the midseason slide that we all saw coming from the Steelers, we're in the midst of it.
My next winner is Mike Tomlin. You are once again destined for 9-8, just as you were eternally binded to. History repeats itself over and over again. You will be as close to 500 as you can possibly be.
He needs to get a tie because I don't know if they're getting to 9 wins.
8-1 is on the table.
Oh my god,
That's what we need. In years past, right, before we had this nonsense of a 17-game season,
Oh, good Lord.
8-8 was good enough. Now you have to win the extra game. It's too much for Mike. He's an old man. I don't know if he has any more.
You're asking for too much from old Mikey.
That's
all the winners that I have.
Shout out to the Jets. You got a victory. I guess you're a winner for this week, even though you'd probably prefer a loss at this point.
But listen, two wins in 3 weeks.
We're up. Well, we call that momentum.
Yeah, I should have put the Chicago Bears in here too, but I didn't want to. I put more of my energy to the negative side. But for them, the fans specifically, you guys are
Caleb Williams is the
immensely
winner
up.
this week. Walking down defenses, fourth quarter comebacks.
Yes,
Mwah.
exactly. The Bears fans get to finally watch. Not gonna say great just yet, but very competent quarterback play. Someone who could potentially blossom into a star.
My first loser this week. Alter egos.
Mm.
If I see one more tweet about 9, I'm gonna rip my motherfucking hair out. I'm gonna rip my eyes out. I hate 9.
I literally had alter egos written down. I was gonna hate on 9. What are we doing?
Fuck 9. BJJ. Go by the name your mother gave you. 9? You fake ass demon.
You at 9. They need you 9.
What's his name? JJ, is it Justin or something?
I'm looking that up too. We're so like Jonathan James McCarthy. That is your name. You are not JJ McCarthy. You are Jonathan. Dude,
At best you could be Johnny. 9? Fuck off.
No. Not even Johnny. John. That's the most. That's the most you can do.
Until you allow Justin Jefferson to get 99 receiving yards, you are John.
I legitimately saw a tweet with several hundred likes of a Vikings fan saying, yeah, it's time to trade Justin Jefferson.
For 9. They're choosing 9.
Jonathan James McCarthy is forcing Vikings fans to turn on the best player on their team.
On one of the best players on the planet.
Man.
9 when I catch you.
Get out of here. If you don't have, what's the line? You need minimum 3 Pro Bowls and a conference championship appearance to have an alter ego.
Dude.
How about 2 wins? How about you win 2 starts in a row and then we can call you 9?
Justin Jefferson has only caught dose touchdown passes this year. It's never been this bad for him throughout the history of his career.
And he actually did play badly. It wasn't a good game for him. I wonder why. I wonder why the frustration is building up. But because of 9.
Dude, that picture of him just grinning is fucking hilarious.
I hate 9 with all my heart. I might hate 9 more than I hate Bo Nix.
Oh, man. All right. My first loser goes to unemployment overall. We see guys seen it on the news. The unemployment rate is blistering under this Trump administration. Whether it be Daboll, whether it be coordinators in either conferences behind Dan Campbell or Dan Quinn. Like, bro, unemployment rate is blistering right now. Jackson Dart he's having no fun at all, bro. Like, we're just losing jobs left and right. Like, Amazon just cut off 14,000 employees as well, bro. It's hitting everyone. No
We're
one's
losing
safe.
the jobs.
We're not safe.
The
either.
Giants are going to hire a Chinese coach. Jobs are being sent out of American soil. Ryan Daboll is the next in the line.
They're not bringing him back, huh?
Yeah.
No. We're not reviving our industry.
Scary times, man.
Oh, all the NBA MVPs are European. What's next? Chinese coaches?
Fucking AI coaches, man. What's going on?
Brian Daboll, you are the next loser to the system. You're out of a job. Clearly the biggest loser this
All
week.
these blue collar coaches just losing
It's everywhere, bro.
Real salt of the earth guys. It's not being rewarded.
It's not even coaches, man. It's not even coaches. It's coordinators too. It's QBs, Kyler Murray as well. Your job is fucking gone.
Heads are
bro.
being chopped off this time of the year. Business decisions are being made left and right.
Everybody gonna be on your P's and Q's. It doesn't matter what your role is. The offensive coordinator, the fucking coach. It doesn't matter. The player, the janitor. It don't matter. Be on your P's and Q's.
And to that point, you know who saw that on the writing on the wall? You know who saw that axe coming for their head? Geno Smith. You were a big loser for this week. You got injured. You tried to come back into the game in a way that was detrimental to your team. You were out there doing bullshit, trying to save your job. You were a loser for this week. Know your time. Know your time.
It's tough. And
Clock's ticking, you know.
again, back and even staying on his point, the losers of this week, people in Washington. You haven't seen a lot of good for a lot of weeks. Things have been terrible for weeks in Washington. Every time you look up, something bad is happening. There's a 40-yard touchdown here. People losing jobs over here. It's going crazy. And then all of a sudden, now you got to go to the stadium. What's the name of it? I have no idea. Everything's going wrong in Washington. We got to fix it.
And now your announcement booth is being commandeered. Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. He was out here calling plays. I was like, whoa.
He's like, Tony Romo, watch out for a screen here. The ball's going to 81.
They should have let him pick up the marker and draw on the telestrator.
See, this is how you beat cover 4 quarters.
Yo, if they give that man a clicker,
Oh my god.
He starts drawing yellow circles.
That's what I'm saying, cinema.
God no, man.
Another loser. Bryce Young. We keep saying this. I feel like the story is kind of reaching a conclusion. We kind of know who he is, and I fear it's not a starting quarterback.
Yes, I agree. He's also a loser on my list. He is my first introduction to this term, coining from the NBA, putting it into the NFL. The dynasty starts after you. You have an elite offensive line. You have someone who's a true X wide receiver. You have a good running back who knows how to avoid being hit. You have a decent coach. It's you, and things will be better once you leave.
I fear you're probably correct. I fear the playoff dynasty starts after you.
Yeah.
The making the playoffs era starts after you.
Yeah,
It's stamped.
all right. So yeah, that's tough. Next loser, Unks,
Unks. The elderly.
the elderly. Sometimes you just have to be happy with what you've done in your life and just go enjoy the fruits of your labor. Everybody always talks about don't rest on your laurels. You got to work hard. Rest on your laurels. Go away, please. Because what we saw from Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, I've never had combined less confidence in quarterback play across two teams as I saw with the Pittsburgh Steelers and with the New York Giants for the last 4 minutes of the game.
They're both married. Apparently, go hang out with your wives. go be family man. Aaron, she's waiting for you at home.
Please.
Know when to say when. Know when to put the cleats down.
I respect to Aaron, man. Respect to Aaron. Oh man.
Another loser. Bobert Knicks. 10 points against the Vegas Raiders. Don't pretend we forgot about you because it happened on Thursday. We never forget anything. The Broncos offense is hilarious, and people are all around the country saying, wow, maybe Bo Nix isn't very good. Maybe I was lied to. Who would have thought?
Man, yeah.
To everybody that comments and says we hate Bo Nix, I cannot argue with you.
Major loser for sure is Broncos fans. How do you win 6, 7, 8 games in a row and you still are the butt of the joke? Your quarterback is still fighting for his life in these conversations. People think he is like the worst thing to ever enter the U.S. since COVID, bro. Like, there's nothing worse than Bo Nix apparently, and he's just been winning. It's a tough conversation.
It's the worst thing to come out of Oregon.
Another loser, Falcons.
Ooh.
You went international and lost.
International L's.
When you've lost on multiple continents, it's not a great look.
Your passport is in your bag and you have a loss.
It's stamped, and it is stamped with L's. I can't relate, but I feel for all of the Falcons fans. But for the Falcons, the season was so promising. We finally have a pass rush. Bijan is going crazy. We're the NFC South is ours. No, it's not. Y'all suck.
Bills fans, another loser this week. The single year the Chiefs look vulnerable, you are also more than vulnerable. The single year it could have been your year to finally come out of the AFC East. You lose to the goddamn Dolphins. The Dolphins.
They dropped 30 on you.
Well, hold on real quick. The Dolphins. I don't know if I said that clear enough.
30.
30.
Oh.
You made Devon A-Chain look like Barry Sanders. You can't tackle anybody. This should be your year. The stars have aligned for this to be your year. And I can guarantee you it's not at this point. Tough.
Yeah.
My last loser, the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, you can leave it there.
Fair.
No more words for them.
And that's the end of this episode. Next thing we're going to do after winners and losers. We are going to guess the NFL player based on their pre-draft scouting reports. So Mo has compiled a list of like paragraphs of ways that scouts describe some players before they were drafted. Me and Donovan have to do the best we can to decipher this verbiage to see who we're looking at.
Yes, there's a lot of players in the league. I kept it somewhat simple for you guys. It's more QB reliant, but there's a couple guys out here who are very interesting, and I want to see if you guys can identify them. Okay, first guy
Okay, poor build, skinny, lacks great physical stature and strength. This guy's just soy boy. He's just small.
Yes.
Lacks mobility too. He also can't move. Lacks a really strong arm. It's like the Josh Giddey meme. Sucks at everything.
Does not throw a really tight spiral. I've never seen a QB.
System type player who can get exposed if forced to ad lib. Gets knocked down easily.
Like he's a bitch.
Is this Bryce Young?
No, it's not Bryce Young. I will
Is
give
this-
you. Go ahead.
Is this Dylan Gabriel?
No, this is not a bad guess.
Okay, they said skinny. They're probably tall.
That's a bad guess, actually. So, he's a QB, of course. He is not in the league right now. I'll say that as well.
Okay, out the league. Skinny guy. Skinny's funny. Okay, so the part that's interesting to me is system player who can get exposed or forced to ad lib.
Yes.
So it's probably not somebody mobile. You wouldn't say that of a guy with wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Gets knocked down easily.
That's so
Yo,
funny.
I would be so fucking mad if I busted my ass in college for 3-4 years
Nathan
to
Peterman?
make it into the NFL. Huh?
Nathan Peterman?
No.
Josh Rosen?
No.
Okay, who are these skinny quarterbacks?
And a part of your knock is I get knocked down easily?
You just be falling.
Skinny?
It's not Johnny Manziel because he could obviously ad lib. System quarterback. Tua.
No.
No, he's out of the league, you said.
This guy is good. He is very good. He ended up being really good.
Oh, he ended up being good.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is this Tom Brady?
This is Tom Brady.
Okay.
Just the GOAT.
I remember skinny. The picture of him at the combine, he was built like bullshit.
he did look like he could get knocked down easily. They are right.
A gust of wind will topple him. That makes sense.
Yeah, so this is from the official NFL combine evaluation.
Okay.
This is so embarrassing. He actually read this out
Scouts
loud,
don't know a
right?
damn thing.
Well, they weren't wrong. This wasn't wrong, at least initially.
They didn't
He just
write
got
down
better.
also a genius, and also he'll change his entire body and get a chiseled face over time and be less skinny.
Chiseled face.
Yeah,
His whole face got changed.
isn't that
You seen the slideshow over the years?
I wonder why.
Next up.
Next up, we got this NFC scout saying, I think he has a good chance of being a bust, just like every other blank coach quarterback.
Alabama.
Ooh,
The thing I struggle with him is he gets sacked a lot. Oh, Lincoln Riley. Is this Caleb Williams?
No,
Damn
he
it.
doesn't have a great ability to change the release of the football. He's mechanically very rigid.
Mechanically very rigid.
He's still in the league today.
Jalen Hurts?
No,
Okay, I was
that
thinking
is good. though.
Alabama quarterbacks
That is
had a
very
high
good.
bust rate for a while.
Well, yeah, it was like Alabama, Oklahoma. Like I'm trying to think of the quarterback factories, and really like Bama.
Baker?
No, not Baker.
Okay, it's not Lincoln Riley.
It was tough. Doesn't have great ability to change the release of the ball.
Yeah.
Mechanically very rigid.
Mac Jones.
No, not Mac Jones.
I don't think it's an Alabama quarterback.
Yeah.
Mechanically very rigid, doesn't have ability to change the release of football. I'm guessing he's probably a bigger guy, bigger quarterback. I
Hey.
think. Unless it's like
Not,
Kyler.
not necessarily big.
Okay, not necessarily big. Good chance of being a bust, just like every other blank coached quarterback.
Okay, so if he's being a bust, then it is somebody who's drafted pretty highly.
Who are the Trevor Lawrence?
No, not Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, everyone thought he was God, my bad. Every other blank coach quarterback. Who do you think has the reputation of being a quarterback bust maker?
As
Who's producing duds?
that's crazy.
Who's pushing lemons?
Yeah, I'm thinking like it would either be like Lincoln Riley or Nick Saban, but obviously we're not going towards those two.
It's probably not a Clemson quarterback. 'Cause the only one we talk about is Trevor.
This guy's, I will say, he's
He's in the league right now.
in the league right now. He's currently like a middling quarterback,
Okay.
but he had a fantastic career.
He had a fantastic career.
Keyword in there.
Okay.
Had.
Kirk Cousins?
No, not Kirk. Getting warmer.
Middling quarterback who had a fantastic career.
Yes.
Oh no, he's too.
So
good.
the game left him.
His peers,
Rodgers?
for the most part, are it's Aaron Rodgers. His peers, for the
Oh.
most part, are not in the league.
Okay. I
Really?
would not have expected that whatsoever.
Yeah.
The
Just like
last
every
line
other
might have
blank
been-
coach quarterback. Who is that?
Went to Cal.
Yeah, I forgot his name. It starts with a C.
All right.
Something camp.
Whoever the coach was for Cal at the time,
Yeah.
in 2004. The last line doesn't have a great ability to change the release of the football, mechanically very rigid. Might be the least true sentence you could possibly say about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That might be the most poorly aged scouting report I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's like the complete opposite of who he became. Struggled getting sacked a lot. This is literally the opposite of who he was in the NFL.
Yeah.
He just read this and locked in.
Yeah.
I was struggling to find a good scouting report that didn't necessarily give things away because other ones really like compared him to Alex Smith, the 1-to-1, because he was the number 1 overall pick back in 2005. But not a bad scouting report.
Nope, it's pretty goddamn horrible.
At the time.
in hindsight, it's horrible.
But yeah, hindsight is atrocious.
Okay.
Next scouting report.
Greatest asset is arguably his athleticism. He is
Yes.
flexible, quick on his feet, and dangerously explosive. He consistently escapes Caleb Williams.
Nope, not Caleb
Damn.
Williams.
Consistently escapes pressure.
Kyler Murray.
No, not Kyler Murray.
He has a loose arm and can air it out deep down the field well enough. Loose arm down the field
Flexible,
well enough.
quick on his feet, dangerously explosive. Is
Bo
this James
Nix?
Daniels?
This Bo Nix.
Bo
They
Nix.
were glazing his ability to scramble, bruh.
You know what's funny? That is his best asset.
Yeah,
that is his best asset.
I guess.
Loose,
Dangerously explosive.
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna lie. Loose arm can air it out down the field well enough. This is accurate as hell. They nailed it. He is explosive. That's his best asset is he can run.
Dangerously.
I mean,
I think they're
sure.
doing a little bit too much on that.
I'm not gonna lie. They nailed this. They completely nailed this. All he can do is escape pressure and can throw it well enough.
No, he can't.
Well enough is a nice way when you're you're a nice rider as saying mid that his arm is all right.
Yeah.
This is accurate. They nailed it.
Okay, shout out to Bleacher Report.
Okay, one from PFF.
Yes, he is much better than most running backs on a non-perfect blocked plays because he can get challenging yards. However, he is relatively poor on perfectly blocked plays.
Ashton Genty.
No.
Damn.
Not Ashton Genty.
Okay, so he's a big play hunter that makes things happen. It sounds like a Kenneth Walker type in today's league.
Are they saying this is like Jahmyr Gibbs?
No.
That would make sense.
Not Jahmyr Gibbs.
PFF. It's probably relatively recent, past few years.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Bijan?
Not Bijan.
It's not Bijan. Bijan's wasn't so.
Let's get worse. He's not like blue chip like that.
He
to
can
that
make
degree.
plays.
Not blue chip like that.
Sounds like RJ Harvey, but I doubt you pulled RJ Harvey in
No.
this.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Just bad. No,
But it
no,
does
RJ
sound like that
Harvey.
was kind of important RJ Harvey a little bit. Relatively poor on poor blocking plays, on perfectly blocked plays. So he has bad vision. This is DeAndre Swift.
No, you're somewhere in the middle of like not Jameer, get RJ Harvey and like DeAndre Swift.
Okay. Ooh.
So who's like the 22nd best running back in
It's
the
not
league?
Pacheco.
Okay, let's go to like 17th. I mean, no, not 17th. Let's say like 16th, 17th. Yeah.
So really,
Is this ETN?
No, it's not ETN.
Who are we talking about right now?
Like
This is probably a high-ish pick from recent years.
I guess so, but what running backs are going that
Brees
high?
Hall?
He was drafted within these last 2 years.
Last 2 years. Okay.
Oh, that's very recent.
Travion Henderson?
No,
No. Okay. Well, that would make sense. Big play, explosive guy.
Judkins?
not
No,
Judkins.
probably last year. Last season. Who was in the running back class from last year? It was a historically weak one.
Listen, man. I would have to look it up. I'm giving up.
Who is this?
Wow, this is Cam Scatterboo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I was not expecting that. Okay.
Yeah. Decent evaluation by PFF.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Poor on perfectly blocked
He
plays.
just
is
looks
hilarious.
for contact.
Yep.
Has a slow and short arm delivery.
Fair.
Needs more follow through with his legs to generate power.
Lanky build may lead to durability issues. He also injured his left collarbone last year but missed only 2 games. Makes too many chance throws into coverage rather than throwing the ball away.
Is this Jaden Daniels?
No, it's not.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody
Mhm.
with durability issues, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Jaden Daniels.
It's not Trevor Lawrence?
No, not Trevor Lawrence.
Oh,
Getting
okay.
warmer though.
Getting warmer to Trevor Lawrence. Lanky build.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these lanky guys?
quarterbacks?
Funny looking guys. Long neck, long arms, long limbs for no reason.
Who are these lengthy guys? Who brings the length?
Is Trevor? I mean, Trevor's tall.
Trevor's long as shit.
Is it Trevor?
No, not Trevor.
Is this Justin Herbert?
No, not Herbert.
Okay, he's a iffy prospect.
Yeah.
Lanky build. Maybe got injured last year. Is
Well,
this
no.
Michael Penix?
No. This is when they're talking about the injury, it's talking about college.
I know.
So
Yeah.
no,
Is
not
this-
Penix.
Not Penix.
Is he a starter right now?
He's a starter currently.
Lanky quarterback builds.
Who are the lankiest starters in the league?
Has a slow and short arm delivery.
Yes.
Needs more follow through to his legs. So sounds like Penix.
I would say we had his team, I think, top 13 in our power rankings.
CJ Stroud.
No, not CJ Stroud.
Top 13 or
Makes too many chance throws into coverage.
Puts the ball in harm's way.
Yes.
Too many
Pay
chances.
attention to that.
Give me
Yeah.
throwing picks.
Is this Brock Purdy?
No,
No,
he's
not
not a
Brock.
lanky build.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I'm thinking about chance throws
It's not Herbert.
because
Is it Bo Nix again?
because he
No,
was
not Bo
going
Nix.
crazy.
It's not Bo Nix. Jordan Love?
No, not Jordan Love. I think we have him as a top 7 team in our power rankings.
This
What?
isn't. It's not.
Too many chance
I mean,
throws.
Drake May.
Is
was
it Drake
not
May?
late.
No.
I'll
No,
give
he's
up.
not
Who is
late.
this?
This is Daniel Jones.
Oh, okay. Puts the
Yeah.
ball in harm's way. Okay, bad fundamentals coming out as a prospect. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Injury issues because he gets hurt because he runs a lot in college. Okay.
Too many chance
You
throws
got
into
me.
coverage.
You got me.
That's
Yeah,
like
you
fooled
poster
me.
boy that for sure. His height, weight, hand length, and arm length and wingspan all at place the 35th percentile or lower among
Bryce
quarterbacks.
Young.
No.
No. Anytime you show me bad measurables, bad body, I go on Bryce Young.
Not Bryce
But can
Young.
be very tough to bring down in the backfield. He's slippery in the pocket. Caleb Williams.
No.
I'm gonna keep spamming this Caleb
No.
Williams guess.
No, not Caleb. He's not on this at all.
Kyler.
No.
They're still in the
Get
league.
warmer. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, he's slippery to take down the pocket and tends to make defenders miss. But his body is mediocre. 35th percentile or lower, mediocre.
Brock Purdy.
No, not Brock. Damn, you
Bro,
hate
he was
Brock.
Mr. Relevant. You're not going to see a Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Not Brock.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
His height, weight, hand length, and arm length. Yo, he's just a small guy.
Yeah, he's just
In
frail. I
one
said Bryce Young, but it's not that.
It's not. This isn't Baker, is it?
No, not Baker. He's
Okay.
6 foot, I think. So not Baker.
I mean, that's small. For
That's not
him.
very big. Russell Wilson.
Smaller than that.
Smaller than Russell Wilson.
Is
Skinnier
this,
than that.
this Dylan Gabriel?
Yes.
yes,
This
okay.
is Dylan
Yeah.
Gabriel.
We're running out of smalls. There had to be somebody
he's
eventually.
it's him and Bryce Young. That's the only
Yep.
only options.
And that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how slippery he is, but it's something. You got to throw some kind of silver
I
lining.
don't think we've really seen the slipperiness.
Not even a little bit.
Tendency to make bad plays worse.
We're running
and
to bad-
run into bad sacks or throw head scratching interceptions trying to save a play.
Could be a lot of guys. Arm talent is a core of his game. He can throw a 100-mile-per-hour fastball into a tight window over the middle or outside the numbers. It's not Kyler Murray. He wouldn't have said over the middle. Can also throttle down and put deep throws where only receivers can go get it.
Yep.
You think this is old? This is Jameis Winston?
No, this is current. Very current.
Josh Allen.
Not Josh Allen.
Tendency to
Good
make
guess,
bad plays worse. Will
Good
run into
plays.
bad sacks or throw head-scratching interceptions.
Yes.
In college, he was throwing picks.
Yes.
Anthony Richardson.
No. Arm talent is the core of his game.
Yeah, that's why I thought Anthony Richardson. Fuck.
Yeah, he can throw a 100-mile fastball into a tight window. That's
I mean,
very specific.
his last year, Sam Darnold was throwing a lot of picks.
No, not Penix.
Caleb?
Not Caleb. Getting warm, very warm, very warm.
It's not Jaden Daniels because arm strength isn't the core. Is it Drake May?
Yes, it's Drake May.
That makes sense. Yeah, he was thought about as being a little bit of a dumb guy's Justin Herbert. He was either thought about him making big mistakes. He said his best case scenario was Justin Herbert with Josh Allen brain to harness the dumb guy stuff in the right way.
That's insane.
And now he's just living that life.
And now he's just smart as fuck. He doesn't even make a lot of mistakes anymore.
That's crazy.
He shook the
He's
dumb
the MVP of the
off.
league.
Yeah, he outgrew it. He like molted like a caterpillar.
He was in the lab with the tutors. Efficient passer who doesn't turn the ball over.
Tua.
Powerful runner. No.
Oh, powerful runner. My bad. I still
Yeah.
let you finish.
Who has speed, vision, and balance in the open field.
Hurts.
You are correct. This
Yeah.
is Hurts.
Had to be.
This is Hurts.
Efficient passer who doesn't turn the ball over. That's code for not a playmaker in college.
Yep. Arm strength is good, but not great, which causes some passes to die. This is so accurate.
They nailed him. They
Yo,
nailed it.
This is him.
They got him exactly right. The strengths and the weaknesses.
All right, BR. Look at him. On
Look at
AP's
them.
accused.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Good job, BR.
Mid.
This is him still to this day.
Has the frame and body control of an elite NFL wide receiver. He tracks the ball deep naturally and has exceptional leaping ability. His catch rate is off the charts.
Is
Mhm.
this Tet?
No, this is not.
This is Marvin Harrison Jr.
No, this is not Marvin Harrison Jr.
Frame and body. Roma
Tell you
Dunze?
No, not Rome.
Okay, well, this is a frame and body of an elite wide receiver, so he's a big guy.
Yep. Not a big,
He's-
he's a big guy for sure.
He's built.
Very built.
Is it Calvin Johnson? Throwing it back?
Ooh, he's not in the league, but you're so close.
I'm close with Calvin.
Yeah,
This is
so
Julio?
close.
Julio?
Julio Jones?
No, not Julio.
What?
You guys, this is the one and
Randy
only.
Moss.
AJ Green?
LeBron James. This is his would have been illustrious career.
Wow. Wow.
How did you guys not get that?
I was so close with Calvin Johnson.
You were.
Listen, Calvin looks in the mirror. He sees Bron. They're one and the same.
They would have had the same exact career, bruh.
Yeah, he would have had 2K.
2K, he would have played for like just 6 years or something like that because they would have went towards his knees every single time. What an evaluation by ESPN.
Such a glazer.
How did you not get that?
I'm actually disappointed on this
Stupid,
one.
bro. This is real as hell. Processes the game like it's in slow motion. His ability to break off routes without warning and catch the ball as he's changing directions is unmatched in the class.
Okay, catch the ball while he's changing directions.
Speedy guy.
Game like his slow motion. Probably not a
Mhm.
very fast guy.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Harrison?
No, not Marvin
Okay.
Harrison.
No, I would say he could be pretty fast. This isn't Malik Neighbors.
No, not Malik.
No.
Catch a break off routes
I'd
without
say he's
warning.
closer. He's better than Marvin Harrison.
Catch the
but
ball as he's changing
on that
directions in unmatched way in this class. CD Lamb?
Wait, slow motion makes it seem like you are like
Smooth.
you're smooth, but you're also like super smart.
Cerebral. Justin Jefferson?
Is this JSN?
Yes, JSN.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes total sense for JSN.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, to change catch while he's changing directions. That is why he's a superstar right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is a single trait that's made him unstoppable right now. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He's like Tyreek Hill, not the same speed, but the way that they catch it in stride and don't stop moving their speed.
And
Mhm.
every great player always talks about like once you get to that level, the game just like slows down. And every single Ohio State receiver will tell you, "Oh no, Jason's different."
Yeah.
Like every single one of them said he was the best one.
Yep,
Wow.
yep.
An absolute nightmare in the open field, has the elusiveness to make the defender miss, the strength to truck through them, and the speed to leave them gasping for air.
Genty.
Saquon Barkley.
This is not Genty.
Okay, this sounds like
not
just an
Saquon
all-around
as well.
demon. Like
This
he's
is
strong.
a demon. You're absolutely
He's strong.
fucking
He's
right.
agile. Jonathan Taylor.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is Jonathan
You
Taylor.
know how I do? Uses his blocks to set himself up for success. He is
Yes.
the best at patiently running and waiting for his guys, the big guys, to grab onto those defenders.
Yeah, and he just explodes through.
His patience and vision is absurd.
Yeah,
Bust through the line.
an absolute nightmare in the open field. Oh, this is the same one. Just
Oh wait, we glitched out. Okay, so
damn.
we lost to Justin Fields. What it got put on there twice.
yeah.
Damn. Justin Fields, good athlete and smooth runner, able to make every type of QB run scheme because of his ability and strength.
Listen, man, the Bears ruined him.
All right, B.
Did they really?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
It's not good.
All right. Next thing we're going to do, we are going to guess the NFL team by their PFF grades.
Yes, sir.
The one and only, the most reputable, trustworthy source.
Hell no.
This is funny though. People hate on them probably a little too much because, they're like, how could you say so-and-so is better? He has an all-star, the guy doesn't. And like the point of a PFF grade is to peel back the curtain and not only look at the name and like see who actually doing better play-by-play. This will be a curious exercise.
We got some embarrassing groups here.
Let's go.
I want to see what you guys.
Okay, first off, a defense. Everybody's bad.
Bengals.
Well, no, they have
hold
one
on.
corner. They have a corner at 74. That's grading well.
Yes, that is very true.
Is it the Bengals?
This is the Bengals.
Okay,
you are
that's a good.
correct.
You pulled that out. That's a good guess. They do have
Yes.
one shining corner.
That is DJ Turner.
Yeah,
you are correct.
Yeah, DJ Turner's had a great year. Is that Shamar Stewart at 57?
No, actually, that is not Shamar Stewart.
That's
I think
Hendrickson?
I think he's out right now. Let me double check. No, that is Shamar Stewart. Actually, you're right.
At 57? Yep.
Yeah, if I put Henderson here, you would have got it.
Yeah, he's a question mark. Okay. Shamar Stewart,
Yeah.
57 grade his rookie year. That makes sense. He's a rookie. He's not going to grade out incredibly well.
Yeah.
Shout out, is that Battle grading out at 62?
At 62, that is BJ Hill.
Oh, okay. Battle's at 55?
Battle is a whopping 62.
Okay. So they're
Yeah.
both 62.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. 35 and 36 from linebackers. Checks out.
Damn, man. This is the Bengals' next defense.
Ooh.
What defense is this?
All right, so your
69.
safety is graded the highest, but you have a lot of question marks.
Your
So-
cornerback one is graded out very mid, but your safety is really, really good. Great.
Mhm.
83 is a very good. It's hard to get good grades on PFF. 83 is great.
But you have a 69 cornerback, and then I'm assuming that the other I'm assuming your CB2 is also grading poorly.
Probably. Is this the Ravens?
No, not the Ravens.
Okay. Callahan Hamilton probably grades out much better than 83.
Yeah.
83 safety,
69
75 edge. So you have an edge that's producing at a pretty good level. 69 isn't the worst for corners.
Yeah.
A 69 starting corner isn't too bad.
Yeah. I wouldn't pay too much to that 69 because this is where you kind
All right,
of
but the
see the
80
numbers.
but
and
the
you kinda
83
This is probably a
safety.
pretty good defense, I think.
Yeah,
It
but the
is.
83 safety is like, all right, what are we doing?
Yeah, this is a good defense anchored by a very good safety. Is this the
Mhm.
Chargers?
No.
Okay, I thought maybe it
not
was
the
Derwin.
Chargers.
Maybe it's the Steelers.
No, that's too mid. Hell no. Not the Steelers.
83 safety. Who do you
I think
think
Jalen Rams is 83? Nah, man.
I mean, their grades are like different than like Madden ratings.
Yeah.
I guess.
70, 69, and 69 for linebackers. Your second level is performing pretty well. Your edge, I'm guessing, is the best one. Is above average of 75. He's grading out well.
This kind of feels like the Atlanta Falcons, maybe.
Not bad, but you are incorrect. I'm afraid you guys can't get this one unless you want to have another shot.
The 66 interior D line is throwing me off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who is this? I give up.
So weird. This is the Broncos, bruh.
Oh.
66 interior D-line is weird.
Nick
That is-
Bonito's a 75?
Yes. Nick
What?
Bonito's a 75. Zach Allen, he's a 66. That's
Damn, they're grading out that low?
interesting.
I mean,
yeah.
maybe Nick Bonito isn't having great snaps against the run, I'm guessing. Small guy. But I'm
Yeah.
sure against the pass, he's grading out. Like, he's got to be like a 90 against the pass.
Yeah. And then for Hafunga's 83, you guys got that immediately pretty
That
much.
makes sense. Hafunga's been great against. Yeah, Hafunga's making plays all year.
What's Sertan? 69. Very interesting.
Oh, I just realized Pat Surtain's grading at a 69.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who would have thought that?
Okay.
Who would have
Nice.
thought that? Next defense, we got 59 CB, 47 safety.
Blender. 40 and 35 linebackers.
With no line,
Yeah.
Blender.
Hey.
This is your whole pass coverage
no
team.
line, or it may be all line, and then everything else is bad.
Maybe it's a strong line. We don't know. But this is the whole pass coverage unit.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is going well.
You
God.
might be able to score a touchdown on them, Donovan.
This has got to be the Cowboys.
This is the Cowboys. Yo, Donovan Wilson, 47 safety. God damn, man.
I love seeing them. struggle.
59. I know Deron Bland when I see him.
You're 59. 61 is Deron Bland, actually.
Same
shit.
thing.
Yeah, same shit.
I can spot a slightly below average grade when I see it.
Yep, this is them.
God, 35? Who's 35?
35 linebacker, but that is Shamar James.
Oh my God, Shamar.
Yeah, you shouldn't be a part of this,
Shamar. What are we gonna do with you?
Yeah.
Okay, offense.
Ooh,
That line is bullshit.
39?
How do you grade it at
39
39?
on the line?
Yeah,
I know.
it's not too much. Not too much. Not too much.
39?
This team is positive. I will say they're not terrible.
This has to.
You know damn well I know who this is.
Who's
39 must be Austin Deculus. This must be the Chargers.
It is precisely Austin Deculus.
That is the worst player in the NFL. I have to see him protect my franchise quarterback's blind side. 45, that's Trey Pipkins' ass, always injured.
You got it.
48, that's Bradley Bozeman. I know that terrorist. I've seen him a million times.
That is precisely correct.
I know that war criminal when I see him.
Yo, you got it on the money, man.
I've seen Bradley Bozeman be on his belly during a block more times than I've seen him pancake somebody.
Yo, on your belly fat. I remember. Yeah, you're right. There's this one screenshot where just
Bradley,
he's fighting for his fucking life.
Bradley
He's just
Bozeman
like
be
this,
on the ground a lot.
just pancaking.
And because of him, Justin Herbert's on the ground a lot. I hate every player on this line as a Chargers fan.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Best Becton at 50. Becton's been so disappointing. I hate these guys.
Yeah, man, this is sad. This is sad. Next, offense.
Ooh, grading out an 86 for a wide receiver, 85 for running back.
Everybody's hooping.
82 for tight end, though. All this
82
together?
tight end.
Colts.
Not bad. Ooh.
No?
This is the Colts.
Oh, okay. I was like,
This is the
Tyler
Colts.
Warren
You
at
got it
82?
immediately.
That makes sense.
You
Yeah,
got
it has to be the
immediately.
Colts.
Yeah.
Which receiver are they grading at 81? Pittman?
Let me double check.
Or is that Downs grading at 86?
The Indianapolis Colts? They grade out.
Talking to your mic.
You say 86?
Yeah.
86 is Amon-Ra.
Well,
Huh?
Oh, whoa,
it's
whoa.
not.
I made a mistake. That is not Amon-Ra.
This is the Lions.
This is actually the Lions. This is not the Colts. That's my mistake.
So you were wrong.
Yes, that is my mistake. This is the Lions.
Well, it looks like the Colts.
Yeah. You're not wrong though.
You know what? Elite offense. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Okay.
80. All right,
Next
so
team.
83 quarterback.
Okay, grading out very well. Weapons, not so great.
74.
74 and
79
79
wide
isn't the worst
receiver.
grade receiver duo. That's probably a pretty good receiver duo.
But this shows me the quarterback is carrying a lot. We're not getting crazy production from the running back position. Is this Drake May and the Patriots?
No, it's not Drake.
I'll do you one better. It's just the Buccaneers.
No, it's not the
Damn.
Buccaneers. No.
The 64 running back is what's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not okay. So like, actually, no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not because they 100% would grade out higher.
Wide receiver 2 grading out at a 79. So pretty respectable wide receiver 2 this year.
Very.
Very respectable wide receiver 2. 83.
This isn't the Rams, is it?
No, not the
Is
Rams.
this the Bengals?
No, not the God, no, not the Bengals, man.
I was like, are they hoeing
Not
Jamar
the
Chase and they're
Bengals.
giving Joe Flacco an 83 for his time with the
Yeah.
Bengals?
Is this the Bears?
No,
No,
you'll
no, hell
actually
no.
be very surprised with this.
I'd be very surprised by this. 83?
Well, not really. I think they're probably doing too much with the QB grade, but this feels like right
Mahomes.
about.
Is it the Chiefs?
No,
Oh.
close, very
Close.
very close.
Oh, is this? No, it's not the Bills. You said very good wide receiver 2.
Yeah, tight end is right around where he should be at, but
Huh.
64 wide receivers like
83 quarterback is really throwing me off right now.
they're doing a lot.
Don't tell
But
me it's
is
the
it
Broncos
surprising?
offense.
No, close, as
Close?
fuck.
Eagles?
Yes, this is the Eagles.
They give AJ Brown a 74. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Saquon is 64. I can't
That
even be
sucks.
mad and say PFF is on bullshit because
Yeah.
that is what it's looked like.
Honestly, I'm more mad at Goddard getting to 69. Goddard's been hooping.
Goddard's not a great run blocker though, so maybe it's
I don't
Yeah.
care. He's
It
been
kind
hooping.
of
PFF
nets
cares.
out. It nets out. Yeah.
Who cares? What
Devonta Smith 79 though. Very respectable.
okay.
Good
Yeah,
grade.
him performing better than AJ Brown.
But
AJ Brown's left a lot of effort away from the field these days.
Yeah, but 83 for Hurts, that's a lot.
That feels fine. He's made the most of a bad situation. He hasn't been making terrible mistakes.
I guess.
Most of the negative plays aren't like Hurts fucked it.
You're right. It's not his fault.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not my fault timing for sure.
Next up,
Next up,
2 running
I
backs.
fought for so long for not his fault conversations.
Settle down. 90 wide
Never.
receiver, 2 running backs listed. 50 quarterback grade?
Mm-hmm.
I see 90 and I think, like, is this the Seahawks?
No, this is not the Seahawks.
50 for wide receiver 2 and 50 for quarterback. You're being carried by your wide receiver 1. Everybody else around you is bums.
This has to be the Atlanta Falcons.
Ooh, that is very close.
It's not the
and
Falcons?
I fear this is the Falcons, man.
Okay.
This is the Falcons, man.
They got Mooney
Yeah.
at a 50 and Penix at a 50.
Yeah.
It's the only team who's like actually running two backs like that
We threw in the left.
successfully.
Now I will say Penix is actually 58 typo, but still like the
He's
worst
still
grade you
bad.
see on this list.
It doesn't 58, 50, 48. It doesn't matter.
You see that running back duel, it's like, okay, decent. You see that wide receiver, oh shit,
Yeah.
decent. Okay,
He has
why
Drake
not?
London 90.
Yeah.
Vindication. That man is amazing.
It's insane stats.
Okay.
68 QB,
Everything's
72
mid.
wide receiver.
Everything 73 or below. Nothing is good. Nothing is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos.
No, not the Broncos.
Damn it.
Let's get way worse.
68 quarterback.
Raiders.
You're getting closer, not the Raiders.
Panthers.
No, not that bad.
Well,
Well, actually, no, actually, worse.
Reel it
Worse.
back.
Yeah,
Oh,
reel it
worse.
back.
Oh, worse.
Yeah.
Worse than the
73
Panthers.
wide receiver 1.
Mm-hmm. Someone's not bad at all.
Just know what that sounds like to me.
Just in a shit situation.
It's not the Saints, is it?
No,
Giants.
you're dumb close.
Oh, fuck. I'm dumb close.
Dumb close.
73. You say he's not. He's good, but in a bad
It's
situation.
not the Commanders, is it?
No,
Is this the Vikings?
no, not the
Damn
Vikings. Not the Commanders. You were dumb close. You were literally there.
Oh, I don't know. Who did I say when you said I was
Yeah,
dumb close?
who-
Oh, I said the Giants.
Yeah.
This isn't the Cowboys, is it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. We said every team in this division. It's not the East.
It's not the Jets.
This is the Jets. This
They
is the
gave Justin
Jets.
Fields a 68.
68 is a lot, man. Yeah, that's a
They're
lot.
showing grace.
Yeah.
They're plotting the runs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot, man.
That feels generous, but okay. He
This-
takes enough heat. Who are we to add more?
Garrett Wilson, 73.
Football observers.
Come on.
I have Sunday ticket.
Who is this team?
54?
64 QB.
54 wide receivers, 64 QB, 56 tight end. Your tight end stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this
the
is
tight end
awful.
is damn near non-existent, bro.
But the QB is also not playing well. 64 is very mid.
54 wide receiver 1.
But look at that. Look at that line. 73, 79.
I see 54 wide receiver 1.
Is this the Tennessee Titans?
No,
No, is this the Jags?
this is not the Jags.
Okay, offensive line is decent. You can
Good.
you can do a lot worse than that.
72 running back too. Okay, like this QB's kind of getting
Panthers?
carried. Yes, the Panthers.
Oh, okay, that makes total sense.
This is the Panthers.
Tet is a 54.
Tet is a 79.
Oh, okay. Who's great at
Yes.
54?
54 for wide receiver at the Panthers is look at.
Ah,
Yeah.
fucking Xavier.
Yes, look at, bro. Their receiving group is just not good at all, brother.
Oh man, yeah, that
Damn.
quarterback stinks.
Yeah.
Shine,
They have no wide receiver
brings
3
down the
or
whole picture.
That's-
2 at all. The running, their line though, it's good, man.
That's a very respectable grade for the line.
Yeah, you could do something with that.
Okay,
Ooh, who
93.
is-
Okay.
93-85.
Jamar Chase.
Where's
Bengals.
9385? Oh, no, it's not the Bengals.
No, this is that is Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams.
Ooh, you are correct.
Yeah, that is
this
the
is
Rams.
Puka and Devontae.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
that
makes
makes total sense. Puka has to be
Yeah.
one of the highest graded. I'm sure 93 is close to the top.
That is number 1, actually.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the Rams. Okay. 55
Sheesh.
QB, 62 wide receiver.
God damn. Everybody on this list sucks.
Jackson Dart and the Giants.
No.
No, we're aiming lower than that. 55 QB.
Mhm.
Saints.
No.
You're stinking it up. You are actively the problem, and your weapons also stink.
Titans.
Yes.
Titans, yeah. So it has to be the Titans.
Please.
There is no relief talent wise. Everybody
I
around
only
you.
have about 3 or 4 teams that I just know are the bottom of the bottom.
Hey, shout out to JC Latham.
Is there an opposite for cream of the crop?
cream of the crop?
What is your opposite?
Like
of
what-
crop?
What sinks like that?
What's
The worst of the worst. It's the phrase you're
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
Who is what's a turn of phrase for the shitters amongst the shitters?
is
You are the fecal of the matter.
I guess the closest thing would be bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Yes,
Very bottom.
We need something cooler.
we do. We got to think of some more euphemisms. But yeah, this makes sense. The Titans quarterback is playing bad. He's a rookie. Not a single talented player around him to make his life easier.
Yeah. Stats
And that's the last one.
All right, cool.
you guys
Man,
did decently.
Yeah, all right.
PFF is very interesting, bro. that Justin Fields rating was like doing it entirely. 68. What the fuck? Jalen Hurts 83. Oh my god. Not wrong. Not terrible actually.
I don't hate the Jalen Hurts one, but yeah, the Justin Fields one was a little perplexing.
Yeah.
Next thing we're gonna do. Last week we did a video where I asked you guys who is the most disappointing player in the NFL at every offensive skill position.
Okay.
We had a good time listing a quarterback, a running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end that have been buns. Now we're gonna flip it. Who have been a player at all those positions that have been better than you thought? The biggest surprise in a positive way.
Okay.
So starting off, quarterback. Who gets the nod?
It's weird because like I thought that he was gonna take a leap, but even then, Drake May's been outstanding.
That's fair.
To where like MVP level, like I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Yeah, but we picked him to be our breakout star of the year. It is obviously either Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold. And I think Sam Darnold was good last year. People just wanted to see it again. Daniel Jones was garbage last year. Nobody believed in him. This is, to me, clearly Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I think this is
He's leading the league in passing yards. And we said, how are you going to start that guy?
Yeah, you're right. But I kind of want to give it to Sam Darnold because who the fuck thought about the Seahawks? The Seahawks being Super Bowl contenders. Maybe that's a team-wide thing.
Yeah, team-wide thing. Sam Darnold was very good last year. Daniel Jones was not at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can go Daniel Jones.
It's baffling.
We'll go Daniel Jones.
Think about it. Think about this phrase 6 months ago. Daniel Jones is leading the best offense in the NFL. That's a fucking baffling sentence.
Yeah, you're on drugs.
Yeah,
like, go to therapy.
That's insane.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fair.
Running back.
I kind of think Rico Dowdle.
Hell yeah.
Listen, even the Panthers are like, yeah, you're not starting here, buddy. And then as soon as Chuba gets hurt, Rico Dowdle comes in and is like, this is my job. I'm taking it. He's been awesome.
I wrote another former Cowboy. I wrote Javonte Williams.
Either one of them.
Rico Dowdle was like not thought about because he's just whatever. Mm-hmm. Javonte Williams, everyone was saying he is cooked. Everyone was, how are the Cowboys going to start him and want to be a good offense? Mm-hmm. And he's been incredible.
Yeah, we can go with either one of those two. Both of them were on like, you remember a couple years ago where they were like, Juju's knee is about to explode, right? Like nobody touch him. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
With these
okay, so we'll just put Cowboys running backs.
Okay.
The leftovers. Okay, next one. Tight end.
Tight end. Who?
I mean,
this is hard. Yeah, I wrote
Trey McBride. Could he?
No, he was already fair?
It's not Tyler Warren, is it?
So it is a surprise, but I didn't put rookies on here just because like he was a first round pick.
Yeah.
It's Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft became arguably the best tight end in the NFL.
Did we have him as one of our breakouts?
I did pick him as our breakout. So we were right. We saw it coming, but the world didn't know Tucker Kraft was about to be arguably the best tight end in the NFL in terms of blocking, plus yards after catch, plus hands and route running. It's probably him number 1 or 2.
Yeah, the yak stuff with him was always super special. It's crazy that like he's gone.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Also R.I.P. to the fucking the Packers' chances of doing something serious as well.
Yeah. So just because we called it doesn't mean it's not a breakout.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not surprising us. So
we're just ahead of the curve.
It is, you know what I'm saying?
We're just ball knowers.
I just kind of drafted Javonte Williams in fantasy in like 4 leagues.
It's fine.
Wide receivers.
I would have said Quinn Johnson, but I haven't heard too much.
He slowed down after a crazy first month. It maybe still could be Quentin Johnson.
It should be.
4 great weeks and 4 mid weeks is still a lot better than we expected from QJ. Mm-hmm. Number 1 is obviously Jason.
Yeah.
Jason broke out last year into being a very good receiver. Still questions on if he can like really anchor an offense. That is the best receiver in the NFL now.
Wow.
Like he is gonna hit 2K yards. He is the best this year.
And the fact that like you're saying that sentence, and I'm just like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah. Number 2, we can go QJ. We can go for a couple other guys. I wrote down Christian McCaffrey. Top 10 receiving yards. The man does not get average like 3 yards per carry. His longest rushing yard is 16.
It doesn't matter. They will throw screens to him.
He is a wide receiver, and he's a damn good one at that.
That's fair. I still think that QJ was on old school bust timing.
Yeah.
Of like this guy, he just can't play. And so like I think that the fact that we are here now where he is a viable NFL player and a legitimate piece in their offense, I would go QJ.
All right, QJ it is. But it's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Those
stats don't make no damn sense.
Okay. Next thing we're going to do. We're going to play NFL mid QB King of the Hill.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Who is the best quarterback here of all the mid?
Okay.
So, it's how King of the Hill works. I'm going to name 2 quarterbacks. You tell me who's better. And then somebody else will come to challenge for King of the Hill.
I'm very familiar with mid. Let's do it.
Trevor Lawrence versus Kyler Murray.
Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
He could win me a couple games.
You sure?
Yeah. Trevor.
I mean, I'm not sure about any of this. Everybody's mid. Like that's the point. But yes, I would take Trevor Lawrence over Kyler Murray.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence versus Bo Nix.
Oh, I'm taking Trevor Lawrence. That's a mid QB versus a bad quarterback. I'm going Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, Bo Nix is kind of an imposter right now.
If Sean Payton had Trevor Lawrence, I think it would look a lot prettier.
Oh, for sure. You put Bo Nix on the Jaguars, I think they win probably 2 games so far this year.
Trevor Lawrence versus Blake Bortles.
Oh, shit. Throwing it back.
See, okay, so now this is tough because now Blake Bortles made it to an AFC title game.
He did.
Yeah.
Had a run.
Kinda. Leonard Fournette had a run. The Jags defense had a run.
He was one throw away from getting to the Super Bowl. And you know what? He was robbed in that game too. I'm going with Blake Bortles.
Oh my God. We're giving Blake Bortles a nod over
I
Trevor
guess
Lawrence.
let's
He
give him
was.
credit.
Blake Bortles, the Jaguars were robbed.
He can't survive. Let's
Miles Jack, that was a fumble. I promise you that was a fumble.
I'm glad he feels that way about the 2018 Jags. It is Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Trevor, but okay.
Trevor Lawrence versus Nick Foles.
It's Nick Foles.
Regular season Nick
Yeah.
Foles.
Regular season Nick Foles had 27 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Nick Foles.
Okay.
Top of the mid. He's top tier mid.
Okay. Nick Foles versus Jimmy G.
Nick Foles.
Yeah, top mid. I don't know if he can get better than Nick Foles.
Nick Foles versus Michael Penix.
Pristine mid, Nick Foles.
Nick Foles 100%.
Okay, let's get into the upper echelon of mid. Nick Foles versus Marcus Mariota.
I think
See,
Mariota is like perfectly mid too.
it's a very good combination.
So are we going through like the definition of what mid is, or like trying to find the best of mid?
Who's
'Cause
better?
if you're the best of mid, are you really mid?
Okay, now
Trust to believe they're all mid.
are we asking like what their average is? Because the best of Nick Foles is very hard to top.
Yes, but are you mid?
Simple. Who's better, Marcus Mariota or Nick Foles?
Nick Foles. Nick Foles.
Let's go Nick Foles.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting to the cream of the crop mid here. Nick Foles or Derek Carr?
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, now he's
We might have to go Derek Carr.
yeah.
It's hard to imagine much better mid than Derek Carr.
Yeah, you can win with that mid.
He's
you can also
really-
lose with that mid
He's really
too.
the poster boy for mid.
Derek Carr, like again, Nick Foles had the 27 and 2, but it was never a like I'm driving this thing. I'm driving this ship. Derek Carr was elite mid, was kind of in MVP conversations before he got hurt.
Okay, Derek Carr. I only have one name left.
Who would-
Derek Carr versus Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
Really?
Kirk Cousins is
You look up mid in the dictionary, you see Kirk Cousins.
he is mid everywhere except for the bank. He has outside like Tom Brady level pockets.
Wow.
He's that exact perfect type of mid that he was floating around mid forever, got hot for a few years, and was able to like break out of mid talks. But he was always like gourmet mid. Like he was like the mid version of a good quarterback.
So he was the finest of the fine mid.
It's
Okay.
it's like when you add a little bit of green onion to your ramen. You know, like that's
You're
what-
boiling it.
just enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He had a run, he had a moment. And listen, some ramen with some good accoutrements put on top, it can win you a playoff game.
Okay.
And that's the king of the hill. Kirk Cousins, you are the king of mid.
Okay.
Surprise.
Okay, last thing we're going to do. We're going to play NFL 20 questions. I'm going to think of a player. You have 20 questions to guess who I'm thinking of. But you cannot ask me any questions about football.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
The only questions about anything else you want.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let me think of a player. Who do I want to go with? Okay,
You got it?
I got my player. Only questions without football.
Okay. Is
First,
he
go ahead.
white?
He is white.
Nice.
Is he
You narrowed it down.
you really did a good job. Is he popular in advertisements?
Not really. I don't think so. Not you wouldn't know him for that.
Okay. He don't begin to the bag like that. He could, but just not. He doesn't have like a diverse pool.
Yeah, it's not
The
like
bags.
Robert Spillane or something where you're never gonna see it. But no, he's not. You're not gonna see a ton of commercials with him.
Okay. But he has had a commercial.
I don't know. Maybe he has. I don't remember. I can't remember one off the top of my head, but I'm sure he's in an ad at some point.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
means that he's good enough.
Okay. Damn.
But I can't remember one.
Also, question about the question
Mhm.
is asking if they are currently employed. Is that
Yep, it's about football. Well, actually, I don't know.
that's football?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Currently
No
employed.
question about the question. Ask whatever you want. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Does he have a job currently?
He does have a job.
Okay. That means he probably is still playing.
He's either still
Yeah.
playing or in media.
Checks do get deposited every month.
Gotcha.
Okay. Does
This is always so hard.
he have a beard?
No, not a beard.
All right, so I think he's a quarterback.
Would people
No beard means quarterback to you?
He's a quarterback, some type of skill position.
would people like his personality? Or do people like his personality?
Yeah.
I don't think they would dislike his personality, but I don't think it's the greatest in the world that people are gonna. You're not gonna identify him as like good personality.
Gotcha.
So very in the middle, I think.
Very in the middle, dude. Not deep pockets for real. No beard.
No accomplishments. Just nothing, man. This is always so hard.
He probably get to the bank a little bit too.
Is he a family man? Does he have kids?
I don't think he has kids. No.
Young guy.
Okay.
Apparently, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Is he? Ooh, let's do this. Okay. Is he 6'3" and taller?
He is taller than 6'3".
All right. Probably a QB.
Would he be an actor in Hollywood?
I fucking doubt it.
Fuck no.
I doubt it.
Ugly as hell.
That's not what I meant, but I doubt it.
Okay, he has no beard. Not a family man. He's probably young. Taller than 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". Okay. Ooh. Okay. Is it Justin Herbert?
This is Justin Herbert.
Said ugly as hell. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert's not even ugly. He's just quiet. I don't think he has the charisma to act.
Yeah.
He's not ugly at all. He just has no personality.
You find him attractive? What are his attractive features? Tell me about it.
He's 6'6", I guess.
Okay. I guess.
Luscious locks.
Okay.
It's Justin Herbert.
Okay.
Good
Wow.
job.
There's no way he'd be an actor. That would be the funniest line delivery I've ever heard.
I was thinking about Drake May too, but I was like, nah.
Also, no acting chops.
No acting skills.
No,
Yeah.
Okay, you do one that, Donovan.
Uh,
Honestly, I'm surprised you guys didn't guess Justin Herbert off rip.
I know.
I thought you were going to first guess Justin Herbert.
I thought you were giving that up.
You think I'll give up Justin Herbert? You're out of your mind. I told you before, I love Justin Herbert more than many other family members.
I got my player.
Okay. He has his player.
I know your brother's like, what the fuck?
First guess, is it Jalen Hurts?
No.
Damn it. Had to
Okay, it's
throw a Hail
black.
Mary.
No.
Ooh.
Okay, it's not Jalen Hurts. It's not black.
Okay.
Is this player... Oh, I don't know if this counts as football. Do you think people growing up consider this player... No, that's a bad question. Do you think this player is considered athletic? Is that a football question?
Is he
A little bit.
Okay, never mind. Do you think this player is faster than his friends?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but just barely.
Okay.
And he's probably saying because he's an
levels.
athlete, but he's probably not known for being fast.
Yeah. Okay. Is this player like? Do you think he will be really good at chess?
At chess.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Is he like smart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a smart guy. Probably a
Think
quarterback.
so? Yeah.
Unless it's like, is it JJ Watts?
No.
Yeah. Is he employed today? Does he have a like?
He
job?
is employed.
Is he employed by?
Sixth question. This is the seventh.
Okay.
Is he employed by an association, by a league?
I feel like that's very close, but whatever. Yes.
Okay, he's
so
a football player.
Playing today. Gotcha. Okay. Is he white?
Yes.
Well, yeah, he's not black.
I
He's
mean-
Latino.
Yeah, he could have been like.
You got the first Mexican NFL player.
See Mark Sanchez?
Yeah, he could have been
Like,
white or something, man.
no.
Don't say his
Okay.
name. Okay, it's 8 questions in.
He's also not employed anymore.
Oh, Mark Sanchez. Yeah, facts.
That would be funny.
Okay, so he was a white player in the NFL. Probably kind of smart.
Yeah.
But he also didn't say emphatically yes. So it's not like a Brady type.
Okay.
But he's probably good at chess. Is Jared Goff?
Nope.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
We also don't know if it's a quarterback.
Do you think if I had him on my team for tug of war, I would win?
No.
Is he like strong?
No, he's
not
weak.
strong at all.
Okay, he's white, not strong at all.
This is question 11.
I thought that was 10.
Fuck.
We're halfway through. I've been
Oh, okay.
I've been kind of maybe have an extra
Well,
one.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's not
So-
strong, semi-smart. And he's white.
We gotta figure out if it's a quarterback or not.
Yeah. So
Is
what's
this
like
player-
a skillful question?
Is this player the leader at his job?
Yes and no, but like
He's probably
Because there's a coach. Is that
Yeah.
what he means by that?
a quiet dude, I guess. Just not the most outstanding voice.
For the purpose of your specific question, because I know what you're asking. Yes.
Is quarterback.
Is this Daniel Jones?
No.
Why
Fuck.
Daniel Jones?
No.
Could have been.
He's big. He's probably strong.
But understand, according to power structures and hierarchy, and no. But yes.
Okay.
So that is the 12th question.
No,
So
but
it's
yes.
it's not Daniel Jones.
Okay. You said he wouldn't win if you had him on your team in tug of war. Like
He's
straight up
weak
wouldn't
as
win.
fuck,
He's
yo.
just weak as hell.
He's brittle, bro. Damn. Okay.
He's a baby.
Because who are the weak QBs?
But he said he's white, so
Yeah.
it's not Bryce Young.
and he's like not like he doesn't have the wits either, so he's not the smartest.
Dylan Gabriel's not white.
I mean, he is, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not. He's
Yeah.
not white.
Yeah.
Well, different discourse. He's not a Caucasian American man.
Yeah.
Get Umar out here.
Okay, who could this be?
Let's go. Let's get a question.
Wait.
The wouldn't win tug of
Oh.
war is so telling.
And you wait. So what did he answer?
Wait a minute.
when you said
Wait
that?
a minute. Is this Aaron Rodgers?
It is. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
I remember the clips of him like not taking a hit, not tush pushing, being weak as hell.
You're cooking.
That's got to be a weak
Okay.
motherfucker right there. 'cause
For a
he's old.
second, I was like, "This is Bo Nix." Okay.
The Bo Nix is young, strong,
and he's
athletic.
fast. He would win the race with the strength.
Aaron
Right.
Rodgers is not doing anything relating to strength these days.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, and like he'd be faster than his friends because like he's a professional athlete, but he's
I'm
not,
not
fast.
gonna lie. He probably has friends faster than him.
I don't know who his friends are right now. I have no idea who he's hanging out with.
I don't want to know either, man. God no, I don't know. I don't want to see those rooms.
Yeah.
Him and Ben Shapiro be racing. That being said, that is the end of this episode. If you're still here, comment who you think Aaron Rodgers is friends with.
No, comment. Would Aaron Rodgers beat Ben Shapiro in a race? Yes or no?
Were they really friends?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Just can't say stuff like that, man. Someone let me
in
go
a
take it
2K
seriously.
No, but like in a Madden simulation, you ever seen those clips where they have like you have a running back and they have like 5 plays and they say like which running back can get the most yards? If we did that with Aaron Rodgers and we did one with Ben Shapiro, who's getting more yards?
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And with that being said, that's the end of this episode. We will see y'all next week.